welcome back to the Pullze Check podcast. Today, I know I say this every single time. We got a juicy one for you. But before we begin, let me introduce our host for today, our guest, whatever you want to call it. You know, always my boy, Big Dick JGOD. We got my boy, Ebatez. We got my boy, Ebatez, bro. Arguably the most hated person on this podcast, but that's my fucking goat. It's okay, Ebatez. It's okay.
All right, I'll take it. Listen,
I love you.
That guy.
Somebody's got to be, you know, hey,
you're
dude, I just realized, Ebatez, you're the fucking Simon of the podcast, bro.
Oh, shit.
You're the Simon. What's his name? From So You Think You Can Dance or whatever the fuck?
Or American Idol or whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Simon Cowbell. And then last but not least, guys, arguably we've talked about this man like a lot on the podcast. A lot of you guys have never seen this guy on the podcast. My boy Adrian, arguably better than DS. You know, he's the next big goat. You know, Adrian, talk to us, man. What's going on, brother?
Chilling, man. I'm happy to be here. I'm ready to fucking yap.
You got the Hydra cosplay on, or what's going on?
I got the Hydra cosplay on.
This kid could gun any CDL pro anytime, anywhere, bro. Warzone kits are way better than CDL. Like, let's get it going. Come on, bro. Couldn't guard. No, not a single person in the CDL could guard this kid, bro.
Oh shit! Look, we already got the Diaz Glazers in here, bro. He's not better than Biff. Fuck you on, bro. Oh my bad, bro. Hey, get the shit off your mouth. Get the shit. Anyways, all right. Listen. Okay, so here we go. We got a big podcast today, man. There's a lot to discuss here. I shall bring up, you know, the agenda for the day. Okay. Yeah, today's gonna be insane day. Listen, I want to start off by saying, hey, you know, Shanice is in here, Rob is in here. I'm sure Raven Software is in here. I want to start off by saying,
they're incognito today, I think.
Oh, yup. No. Shanice and Rob already said what's up in chat. You know, our job is to always
not them.
Oh, Raven. Yeah. Our job is to always be as transparent as possible. Know that everything we say today, at least from this end, comes from a place of love and just wanting the game to be good. And it comes from a place of us just being passionate about the game. With that being said, what the fuck do we have today? What the hell? Oh, listen, bro, listen. I just got off of 3 weeks straight of glazing the absolute fuck out of Raven Software and saying like they can't miss. And then
I'm just not too sure, bro.
And then
I mean, it makes no sense, right? Like, obviously, I saw a lot of people online saying, "Oh, you know what? The game, it wasn't play tested or whatever." I was like, "Do you not know? Like, loading into the game, you don't think that gets play tested? Like, there's clearly something went wrong. This isn't what they were playing in the studio." I don't know. It feels like sabotage or some shit. That's how bad it is.
Look, I'm going to start by saying this because I never want anybody in chat to spread hate. I'm going to tell you this now. Guys, remember, these are human beings behind you know, what you guys think is the game. There are human beings behind this. And individuals do not deserve to be attacked. But I do believe that people do have to be responsible for this, right? Like, I guess in a sense of kept accountable. It's not our job to keep people accountable, but we are the consumer. We are the ones actively playing their game every day. We are the ones that buy the game, buy the skins, whatever the case may be. And then, you know, I'm just curious, bro. Like, how does this happen? Like, you know, like what went down today? Because like, I never expected to get on today. I'm gonna be honest. And then like not be able to get loadouts or you know, like not even that Warzone 1 glitch, Warzone 2 glitch is back again. What's that thing called?
Doesn't make any sense. Like the box on your gun when you're shooting?
Yeah.
Talking about?
Yeah, that one.
Those are some day one bugs. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yo, here's the deal, right? I think somebody said in the chat, I like this. The same way how like if your boy's messing up, you're gonna tell your boy, hey, we're gonna put your hand on his shoulder and be like, bro, you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel right now with Raven, because I love Raven, but I'm like, Raven, what's going on, man? You know?
Yeah,
so what? I mean, guys, do you guys think like, okay, now I guess the question becomes, do they actually play test? Because that's been a question that we've had for a long time. Like literally, we've been saying that, like, bro, dude, how does this even make it to patch? Like, how does it make it live? Do you think that they play test their game? Because I feel like a lot of these things that we just kind of, all the bugs that happen, how you know what I'm saying? How? Like I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm trying to be as nice as possible, but I got to keep it $150. Like,
yeah, I'm not too familiar with how playtesting works. You know, I know there's like playtest servers, right? And those are obviously different than like the main, like what we play. And I wonder if it like somehow when they try to like move it from the playtest server to like what we got,
yeah, something went wrong. There's no way they were playing this.
But I feel like it wouldn't be on this level. Like this scale is like, this seems like insane. Like I feel like when stuff like that happens, there's like minor things that like, you know, would pop up like, but this seems like insane. So I don't know what happened. Hopefully that's a quick turnaround, but so today was miserable.
Okay, I'm gonna say, let me actually, let's start this because I have not played the game yet, right? But there's a lot of people in the chat and even watching this now that probably like, yo, this is gonna be uploaded. They're like, oh, how is Warzone doing? So Ebatez, go ahead and give them a quick little recap of what went down today on the update.
Yeah.
What are the bad? What happened?
Number one, when you grab a loadout, your screen just starts flashing and you can't move. Your screen looks like it's like 2 frames. You can't grab the loadout, and either you have to wait like I think it's like a minute until your like character just stops grabbing the loadout, or somebody has to kill you off the loadout. So you can't grab your loadout. You can only buy guns, which means you can't get perks. Like you can't get your loadout perks. You can only ground loot perks. So that's like the big issue right now, I guess. And then they added nukes.
Well, some people can't even load into the game.
Yeah, I would say that's another thing.
Let me back up. So also in the main menu, if you didn't have like the playlist that you wanted selected, like let's say you wanted to play trios today and that wasn't like your recently played, you literally could not get to that playlist unless somebody else had it as their recently played and made you host. Like it's like you have to go through like a back door in order to get in. Also a big issue, there's no notifications for any airstrikes. So today when there were nukes, they took them out, they disabled them. But when we were going for nukes, we would have like 15 PAs and just start PAing rooftops and just seeing people just sitting up there not moving, and like it was so funny.
There was no cooldown either. Like,
well, there was cooldowns, but like we would just have PAs because you could just PA any rooftop. Nobody gets a notification.
They would never get a warning. Yeah.
Nobody would ever get a notification. I'd be like, yo, boys. You see this 4-man on that rooftop? And we would just PA them, bro, and they'd be dead every time. So that's a big issue right now. There's literally 0 notifications for airstrikes, which is really unfortunate because we used to have an airstrike notification where if you ran into it, even if you weren't in the zone whenever they called it in, if you ran into it, right, back in Caldera, I believe, we used to get that. Now we don't have any of that, and then now we have 0 notifications. So I think it's hilarious how backwards we've gone on the airstrike stuff.
Yeah, they're saying that, like, I mean, the most important thing, guys, that everybody's fucking pissed about from both ends, right? We all know, we'll get to it later today, the rivalry, CDL versus Warzone bullshit debate, right? But, you know, it's a bad day when Call of Duty pisses off both sides of the coin. So you know, for first talk, right, is rank play didn't come out today. Rank play for multiplayer, and I feel like I feel like this has always been a thing where they say it's gonna come out and then for some reason it always gets delayed, whether it be like on launch day or just like weeks in advance.
Usually it's a couple hours. Normally they do it a couple hours after the update, which is fine. But they did it, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, we've had way too many. Basically, they tweeted out saying a different version of this, but that, oh, we've had too many problems, so we're basically going to delay ranked. That's it.
Okay, so there's that, right? Everybody's pissed. There's so many, fuck the content creators, but like so many content creators like Seth and them planned on doing ranked for fucking hella long. Zuma was going to do a 24-hour stream for ranked. Like the vibes were obviously going to be there.
Yeah, to hit the 10K, right? Yeah. So they could be on the top 250.
Yeah. And then on top of that, right, now we go to the Warzone side of things, and the nukes got disabled. They didn't even work to begin with, right? Like,
well, to be fair, I think the nukes actually did work. Yeah. That's probably one of the only things that did work in the update, one of the few things. But what happens is more like the integrity of the game isn't in a good spot. So it'd be really unfair for like you didn't have any disconnects, you didn't have any issues, you get your 5 streak and then you go for the nuke. Meanwhile, Ebatez crashed and DC'd on 3 matches. Yeah. It's just not a neutral playing field. And it would ruin the, like, even though it wouldn't, it would, you know, so it's bad.
It was insane, actually. One streamer I was watching, his name's like Lord, M-I Lord. He got the nuke contract before they took it out. So they had one shot to do it and they failed it. But there was a streamer who they got the new contract before they took it out. But so dude, his viewership went insane earlier this morning.
Yeah,
But
well,
yeah,
it's like 3 or 4K or something crazy.
Yeah, they didn't get it though. They failed it.
See that's again like that's another thing, bro. Today FIFA had 15K in his stream, and then as soon as they disabled the nukes, he dropped down to 4K. Like that's kind of crazy to think about, right? Like, and so like there's all these things that happen that they took out, and it's like, bruh, like what the fuck happened today, man? Like a complete disaster. I haven't even played it, right? So I like, but from what I saw on the TL, I woke up early and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to get on early today. And then I was like, straight back to bed, bro.
I did the same exact thing.
Yeah. So like, I mean, I don't know, guys. What do y'all think happened today, man? Like, I don't even know how this, like, is it just like,
but it's like every aspect even. So you have this, the soup event, which can only be done in multiplayer in Warzone, which is the first time they excluded zombies from an event. On top of that, some of the challenges were, or I guess bugged. The weekly challenges to unlock the new LMG were also bugged. So to do it, you had to do a combination of multiple modes. I did 4 in zombies and then 1 in multiplayer, so I could actually get the LMG, level it up, and then the camo challenges are bugged on some of them. And one of the challenges, at least, they may have been fixed by now. And then you also had the new SMG that even if you were playing, if you didn't restart your game, you wouldn't be able to unlock it.
Jesus Christ!
You had to go through and do the challenges, unlock it, and then those were working, and then it's like, what the hell? I don't know. It's crazy.
Like I guess
the most basic.
I guess here's like the like, where do they go from this, right? Because the biggest thing that I want to kind of address is figuring out, like, okay, we had such a high player sentiment, bro, coming into this game. Like, people were fucking say, I mean, shit, me included. Like, Raven W, they can't miss, and then the MTZ interceptor nerf comes in, and it's not an actual nerf. And then that was last week.
Didn't they nerf it again today?
No, they didn't touch it.
They didn't touch it.
In the notes, it says that they will do another pass on. They actually mentioned the swarm today's notes, saying they're going to do the interceptor and the swarm. We'll get another pass through. So it could be as soon as tomorrow. It could be next week, because those they could roll out whenever. So I don't know why it wasn't included. I know there's been things in the past where it missed the update, and then we did get it the next day or the following day. So I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Dude, I just can't imagine that. Like, they need more time to like think about it, or like, I don't know, like really, like we've been talking about this MTZ since beginning of Christmas, or
for sure.
Beginning of middle of December. So I don't know. I mean,
I think we can all agree on this, correct? Like, let's all like agree, like, and everybody in the chat as well. I want to hear y'all's opinion. If there is a broken gun like the MTZ, for example, I feel, and I think the whole community agrees, vault it to the fucking ground. Or nerf it to the ground.
Take it out the game.
Yeah, vault it, or nerf it to the ground and then bring it back. Or the thing is, these little minuscule adjustments, like, it's never gonna work. I understand why they do it, because they still want to keep it like viable. But bro, at what point is it like, yo, like is it too much? You know what I'm saying? Like, because this gun, MTZ, I'm tired of getting dink. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know. Jake, do you guys agree? Like, either vault it?
More than agree. If anything, they should have vaulted it to begin with. I mean, just like prior. I mean, they nerfed it, what, a little bit after Christmas, before Christmas?
After Christmas.
After Christmas, early January. And it was still broken. Like, at that point, just vault it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, so it doesn't make sense, right? Why, you know, it's still in the game, and even then, why, if it's in the game, why it's not nerfed, right? So I guess the question is to chat, to everybody figuring, like, how do they gain back that sentiment, right? Is it just consistency again? Like, what is it, right? Chat's over here spamming, we won 2,000 COD points. Like, what is it gonna take now for COD to kind of bring back that sentiment? I'm asking you, chat, as well. Like, is it Rebirth Island? You know, is it even possible to revert an update?
I think they can, but they probably wouldn't do that. I think more than likely they'll just fix whatever it is. It looks like they're like all hands on deck, because if you've been watching that COD updates thing, it's like literally every, I don't know, 20 minutes we're aware of this. We're aware of this. We fix this. We're aware of this. We fix this. So they're clearly working. It's just a matter of what is the expectation, and maybe they don't even know when things will get fixed.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, Ebatez, talk to me, man. What, like, what chat, was it that bad? Because everybody's fucking raging on Twitter everywhere. Is it really that? I saw almost every streamer I watched today was like, I'm off the game. I was watching Dante. I was watching Swag. I was watching Joe. Everybody tweeted out, like, should I even get on today?
Well, part of it was a lot of people were going for the nukes, and even with all the other BS going on, everyone seemed to be vibing, at least because the nuke was there. And I had the tabs open where I was looking and watching, and I was like, all right, cool. Let me finish this challenge, and then I'll go live so I can do like a watch party, see who does it first. And they literally canceled it, and it was just like, oh, I don't even know what I'm gonna do today. All right.
Literally what JGOD said was exactly how I was. Like we were playing and like we were just buying our guns off the loadout or buying off our guns off the buy station. We weren't grabbing loadout. Like it was fine. Obviously the PA thing was kind of annoying, like, but we were just PAing everybody else. It was kind of just like a shit show, but it was like we were just enjoying it because we were like, oh, we could still get wins, get a new contract. Once they took out the new contract, I literally deafened up and I was like, yeah, I'm getting off. Like I just played Bondo for like another hour or two and I was like, dude, this is just another day of like what we've been playing, but way worse. Now I can't even grab my loadout. So I'm like, I'm just getting off. So I hopped off after. Because now we have nothing to look forward to. I got up, dude. I woke up this morning at 5 in the morning. I was so excited. I was in there like a kid on Christmas, bro. I went to bed at midnight. Woke up at 5, bro. I woke up so happy this morning. I was so excited. I was like, bro, we're getting nukes. I'm gonna go play ranked tonight. Like my vibes are insane. And then I was like, nah, I'm checked.
Man, I mean, it seems from all the chat, from what I'm seeing, that you guys all share the same sentiment. Again, I don't know how we got here. I don't know how, you know, it just doesn't make sense, man. You can't, is it true you can't even make custom loadouts? Like not even get your loadout, but
you can't even make your loadout. No.
I think only one of the slots you can or something like that.
Whenever I went to like create a class, it would just kick me back to the main menu.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh man, boys.
That just doesn't make any sense how they fuck up that bad. Like this should be like this feels like more of like a Warzone day one type situation.
Well, are there any tourneys that were supposed to happen today or tomorrow?
No. Well, there's like a Twitter customs tomorrow, but no big tourneys, nothing like that.
No, yeah, no like actual tournaments. Like, I mean, bro, again, man, I don't know. I mean, do you guys think it's fixed by tomorrow?
Probably not.
I think the menu. I'm sure the menu will be fixed tonight. Or by tomorrow at least. The loadouts, maybe. I don't know.
Wow. Everybody's saying no. I feel like it'll get fixed tomorrow, but maybe I'm way too optimistic, bro.
Yeah, I feel like it almost has to be because you can't not let people play your game because then people don't buy shit.
I'll be honest,
at least the COD store still works.
I wouldn't give a damn. I wouldn't give a damn if Warzone was broken if we had multiplayer ranked. I would not give a damn right now. I can't lie. I would be on multiplayer ranked, but we don't even have that. So that's why I'm just like, yeah, nah, I'm going back to Fortnite. I'm going to go L dance on some 14-year-olds.
Look, all right, let's talk about the weapon tuning for like what they address. JGOD, this is kind of your strong suit. Talk to me more or less. Listen, I'll give a quick rundown of what I know right now, right? Chat, I heard they did not touch the swarm. They did not touch the MTZ. They said they are going to fix that later. Don't know what that means, how later that is, but I'm very sad that they didn't nerf the pulling yacht, right? Is that true? They didn't nerf it? They did? Okay. What did they do to it?
It says the Annihilator Bullpup, they reduced the damage. So it should take an extra shot to kill. I don't think they nerfed it in the ground.
Too bad, yeah.
It's still good. But it's not meta. And they nerfed the attack eradicator.
That is what
They nerfed the LSW. They nerfed the Bruin. They nerfed the MTZ 762. They buffed the MCW, which definitely needed it. That thing was
that's just ass.
Garbage.
No, it's still ass. I used it today. It's ass.
Yeah. It wasn't enough. It was that bad before. M13B got a nerf for whatever reason. I don't know. I think that was an unnecessary nerf. And then the Holger got a buff. That was the only thing that really got a buff. And then I think for SMGs, the AMR got a buff. ISO got nerfed. Rival got kind of touching the recoil, and the Striker 9 got a slight buff. but probably not enough to matter on the striker.
Yeah, I will say right now, everything feels the same to me. Like, I don't know, dude. It just feels like such a, like, always we have these, like, half-ass gun changes, bro. Like, JGOD even said, like, it takes an extra bullet. Like, dude, really? Like, what the?
With the 100.
That's usually enough, though. That's
You
usually
notice that shit?
it does though. It does though. It does matter in the thing, because if you're 100% accurate, right? Like even if a gun has a decent fire rate, you're adding like an extra 70, 80 milliseconds to a TTK. And if you miss, like let's say you're 40% accurate because your accuracy is that, then that's like extra 3 bullets in theory.
Dude, all I'm gonna hear is like maybe a few extra times a game. He's one shot. No, what do you mean? No, man, he was so one shot. Like that's it. That's literally it. Like I don't know. Like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to tell.
But the biggest change I think, and the really only the snipers are complaining about it, is the snipers got nerfed.
Ooh.
The velocity on the cat.
KMR got nerfed.
Yeah, it's like a 20%. But only the velocity. So you're still gonna get one shot, but
it takes more skill.
They just have to learn to lead the shot differently, and it'll just take a couple days to get used to it, or however long they play. But yeah, and then there were some other changes, but like mostly minor.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, TAC Eradicator. In my opinion, that was at least the most balanced gun. In my opinion, it had no recoil, but it was kind of a pea shooter, but it was consistent. And then how bad did they nerf it?
It says 5 damage on the up close. So they made it so it's you're going to use it more medium to long range. And then long range, they only changed it by 1.
Down 1?
Which, yeah, they lowered it by 1, which generally means like before, if you only needed 1 headshot or 1 neck shot to get a faster TTK, now you might need 2. Or if you hit a limb shot, too many limb shots, then it'll lower the TTK. But so it might feel the same at range, but up close, you should probably be switching to your SMG type of thing.
I feel like, Hector, I feel like that gun was kind of busted, no? The Eradicator?
I personally didn't.
I think it was broken.
I personally didn't.
Good. I thought it was good. I thought it was at the edge of like before it's broken. Like
yes,
yeah, it was definitely there was a fine line there of like that thing was busted. I'll do that. Like the MTZ 762 is probably the most fun I've had using a gun. Like that.
You like that gun? What the hell?
It feels like the AMAX.
It's slow, but you delete.
It feels like the AMAX. Yeah, it feels like the AMAX.
It recoils like the AMAX.
Now that Eradicator was crazy. Hopefully they nerfed it a lot because dude, I don't know, that thing was busting.
Wait, you guys actually think that gun was broken? I didn't think it was.
You won't hardly notice the difference on the Eradicator at range. Up close, you will though.
Okay.
Like where you would normally use it up close because somebody broke an entry and you're within like 30 meters, you'll notice it's weaker.
I mean, I guess the reason why I didn't think it was broken was because like, bro, there was guns that were more broken,
faster.
Like,
yeah. And it's heavily reliant on hitting those first 7 shots. You got to hit at least half of those or the TTK's ass.
So what did they do to the MTZ 762? They nerfed it, right?
They nerfed it. Yeah, they nerfed the damage. It says max damage, which is the closest, they lowered it by 3. Mid damage, they lowered it by 4, and the long range, they lowered it by 3. So all across the board, it's probably gonna be an extra shot. But that gun doesn't fire that fast, so that's like a big difference if it's an extra shot. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it'll probably still quick though if you get a couple headshots and then it's like deletes, but less reliable.
So do we not know as of right now, JGOD, from what you can tell, what is the meta, right? But is there any outliers like, yo, you should try this gun right now?
Well, nothing really got buffed except for the Holger, so there wouldn't really be anything worth trying.
Damn.
There is I did see there is a new like the jack. What is that? What are the words for that? For the sidewinder though?
The conversion kit.
LMG. It makes it an LMG or something, right?
But
I don't know if that's good though.
The fire rate speeds up on every bullet.
Oh,
wait,
it's
what?
Weird. There's a clip on Twitter. I saw that on Twitter.
It might be trash, so if the person didn't have play, I mean, the clips on Twitter are so weird.
It was just in the firing range. It was just shooting.
Interesting.
Okay.
And then I saw the new guns. That sub, it's pretty damn good, right?
It's good. It's good. It's not broken. It's like, but it's probably better than the Swarm. It's not like busted though, but it's good. It's definitely.
It only has a 30 round mag right now. The 40 and the 50 are
bugged. Yeah.
Okay, and then that's the LMG that came out. How was that one?
I heard that one.
I think it's whatever.
Really, it's
not
like
good at all. Trash and multi. When I was leveling it felt like garbage.
Damn. Okay. I mean, overall, man. Okay. Apart from the bugs, do you guys still consider this update an L? From like not the bugs included, is the update itself like the changes that they made? The changes that they made.
Changes came out like because there was a lot of probably good quality of life stuff like that did change and improve, but no one actually got to experience that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of
like
hard
the
to
issues
like
with the wall breach stuff, people shooting you from under the map in the wall. Like people don't even care. The night vision gulag, people can't even play the game to get into gulag to know if it's garbage.
I did see Kaylee post a clip already of a new under the map spot.
I saw that.
So,
I saw that.
Is it a new one?
Yeah. I will say that this game feels the same, if not worse. I don't know. I mean, we obviously couldn't play it, but
it would have been different because we would have had the nuke, we would have had ranked. Like there's been a lot of, it would have been good, at least good to kind of hold us over until season 2.
Instead, we have no DPAs. We still have MTZ interceptor, still have a swarm. We still have.
What about audio? I know they made adjustments to audio. I always get on at night, guys. So I'm
a dirty cheater and I use the Art is War audio. All right, so I couldn't tell. I'm a dirty hacker.
Is it? I mean, they said they lowered teammate footstep audio and sliding. Is it still the same? Is it like you literally can't even get into the game, like so that you can't even test it? Does it feel any better? Ebatez, JGOD?
I don't know. I didn't play Warzone at all today. No, I just focused on the guns. They're maxed out camos. That's it.
Wow.
I need more. We probably need to compare like gameplay now to like a week ago.
It's gonna be hard too because if he's not playing on default, there's no way to compare.
Yeah, I think I was playing Bondel today on default, but as far as like, dude, I mean, bro, we got into a lobby. One of my teammates dev aired and apathy. It was like apathy, clutch belk, slacked, the whole roster. And I turned on the Artist War audio. I was like, fuck, I gotta lock in, bro. I'm playing pub. I'm like, because I usually pub without it, but I was like, dude, I gotta lock in, bro. Like,
oh man. So okay. So you're saying only one person in the world today had an opportunity to get the nuke, correct?
Their team, their team.
And so from watching that, right, from what we know, how does the nuke look like this year? Because we heard they made a lot of changes to it. We heard that it's significantly harder this year to get a nuke now. And now technically anybody can steal it from you. Right?
The steal is not in there yet. Not in yet.
The what?
Stealing is not in the game yet.
They said that's going to be relieved later. I think they really wanted to leave that so that people could have like a real race to who was first.
Yeah.
Like for content, they like left that for the content creators. And it's good they pulled it back because then we'll probably reset the win streak so that people get a fresh run at it. And it'll be 15K viewers for FIFA again or whatever the hell. So I think that'll be good for content. And then once they add the stealing, it'll add another layer to that too. So it'll be good. But
from what I noticed,
today it's not there.
From what I noticed, the contract looked pretty similar, except in order to grab the elements, you had to do like a drill. In zombies, like the the drill where you sit on the drill. You sit on a drill and it like goes, and once the drill's done, the element comes out. So it takes a longer to actually get the element.
Also from DMZ, there was the other one where you had the Geiger counter. I saw someone talking about that too. Yeah. I didn't see footage of it, but basically you have to find where the element is.
Right. I think they took elements from zombies and like made it to like that's how you find the elements, which is kind of cool. It's just like it's a lot more than just opening a box. Oh, I got the element. Like that's
yeah. So like, I mean, fuck, man.
Plus, they changed like graphics on the elements, the way they look. I kind of prefer the way they looked in Warzone 2.
The other one, yeah,
because they do have icons that look like more graphics were done on them versus generic plain yellow circle. Now they actually have like little graphics of what the elements look like. They do have that, but they're like different colored. Like whatever the color of it looks like, that's what the graphic looks like of the icon.
Yeah, they look
when
like
it's
higher
on the
quality.
map.
Yeah, I did see somebody say in chat too. I did see Braxton grab a
He's just trolling. He's just trolling.
I know.
Yeah, that is a troll.
I wanted to throw this out there, chat, that like he turned his contrast all the way up and took a screenshot and said first ever nuke, chat. Just so y'all are aware, there's no nuke here. He just put his contrast all the way up, by the way. For those y'all wondering.
That like hurts my eyes to even look at, bro.
I know. Oh,
yeah, also like, I mean, a couple other things that slipped under that obviously they're going to get swept under because they were good things on a bad day is that they did that thing with the rewazd or whatever. They have that came through yesterday. We didn't get a chance to talk about that. For the people trying to add aim assist to their keyboard and mouse. Essentially cheating. Yeah. That came through with the ricochet, whatever, can detect that. It flags the game. And then also today, they ended up modifying how the quote unquote macro or scroll wheel works. So you can't get that stupid fast fire rate on the DG56 or whatever it is. So they patched that out.
Oh, okay.
which is good. So I mean, not that people are really using it in Warzone, but I mean,
Or more
it's
of a multiplayer thing, right?
Dude, how much help do keyboard and mouse players need? Like they literally have their entire arm, bro. That is so corny.
I know.
That's so corny, bro.
I want to bring something up here, bro. So I'm looking at the patch notes, and one thing I noticed here that I think is pretty like cool is they finally fixed quick fix. What do y'all? I mean, did y'all even know that was
That's
broken?
only part of it. Yeah, but I think it's still on kills. Sometimes it doesn't work.
Okay, so it's still broken.
I don't know. After that, maybe they only fixed half of it. I
The
don't
way
know.
they worded quick fix here, it makes it seem like they didn't even know what they were fixing. I like not to be disrespectful, but it seems like they worded that wrong. Like, because when you played it in the zone, it would heal you, but here it says fix an issue preventing health regen to occur after inserting a plate. So it sounds like I don't know. It sounds like they got this backwards.
It wouldn't heal when you just played up, but that's inconsistent because sometimes it would. So I don't know. I think it's just a bug, just bugged.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so, and then also EOD, which, like, so pretty much they nerfed EOD, correct? It dropped it down from 150 to 120.
No, they buffed it.
EOD will now clamp damage to 120 down from 150. Oh, so the
'cause
maximum
before
damage.
you would take 150, but now it's capped at 120.
Oh, so it got a fucking buff. Well, okay,
Yeah.
did they fix nades? Because that, like, they would go through walls and shit. Is that still fixed or is it still a thing? Or no,
That's
no.
not
That's still a
mentioned.
thing.
So
That is still a thing.
yeah,
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, it explodes through walls, which I think
or the
that's,
ceiling too.
Yeah.
Like if it's above you, yeah.
yeah, I don't know
Yeah, it's
if that's,
awesome. It's a lot of fun.
I don't know, is that maybe it might not be a item issue. Is it just coming that happens in PAs? Like,
No, I'll
is it
say,
just,
man, the buildings in this game are made out of paper, dude. I like, bro, you could fry through you could wallbang anything in this game, so that might be an issue, like where you just throw any lethal
Well, I think
that just
also
goes through.
sometimes it could be just spot check. For example, like during even Modern Warfare 2019 with CDL maps, there would be where the nade would go off and it would go through the building, but it would only be a specific building. So it's probably just like the same thing where audio was chalked because certain amount of thickness applied to the ceiling is on. I don't know, but it shouldn't do that.
yeah, I know that's been a thing, and we talked about that, right? And it's like, even in multiplayer, I believe, like, did they GA nades by any chance, chat? So I remember seeing that. I remember seeing that somewhere that, like, because they go through walls, it is insane. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there that I feel like that's not a nade issue. That's not a PA issue. That's just a map issue. I think, I don't know, and maybe that you're right, JGOD. Maybe that has something to do with audio. I don't know, man. But again, it's like, bro, do you guys think shit? The biggest thing I'm concerned for, man, is Rebirth, in my opinion, probably going to come out when? Do we have a somewhat
Probably
of a date?
September, Rebirth, and Fortune's Keep, I believe.
September?
For Rebirth
No
Island,
shot.
I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm faded, but I know Fortune's Keep is like
September a new Call
season
of Duty?
2. I'm pretty sure.
I
could be
thought
wrong.
Rebirth was supposed to come out during the summer.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about that. It could be summer then. But I know Fortune's Keep
Well, I
season
mean,
2.
it hasn't been revealed or leaked or anything, so we don't know. It's just guessing.
I might
I
have
just didn't
leaked,
feel
but
because, I mean, that almost makes no sense to wait that long and then them drop Verdansk in December based off leaks.
Yeah.
yeah.
So this is what I think is going to happen, chat. February, Fortune's Keep, February. And then sometime
Or even
Ju-
mid-season, or even the
Yeah.
mid-season could be the beginning of
Fortune
March.
Keep is season 2 sometime.
sometime season 2, and then Rebirth Island will probably be somewhere in the middle of summer. Don't know.
Yeah, June, July, or August, I think.
Yeah, like, bro, okay.
September at the latest, probably, yeah.
The goal is
I don't
gonna be.
know.
Go ahead, AJ. Go ahead,
Verdansk, the anniversary for Verdansk is in March.
dude.
That's
There's
not
no
happening.
way they give it to us in a
That's not happening.
Not
No, there's
saying
no way.
Verdansk, but they could give.
Yeah, they
like,
could drop Fortune's Keep for the anniversary. Yeah,
Or Rebirth.
yeah, I agree.
When is that? March?
Yeah,
Sometime
March
in
10th.
Oh, that actually could be. You could be spitting, Adrian. Like I don't know.
It's a Sunday, so very unlikely.
Okay. Yo, imagine on a Sunday. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, look, man, there's going to be a huge influx of players, at least that I feel, are going to come back for Rebirth. Like, I think it's pretty it's pretty safe to say that. Can we all agree? Because like, everybody loves that shit. And I just hope by the time that comes out, they've kind of ironed out all the little kinks, right? Like kind of ironed out everything, making sure that movement feels good, making sure that the game, fuck movement, bro. The game is stable enough to even play right now, right? Because right now, you know, we're in the trenches right now. We're in the trenches. And yesterday, I'm not gonna lie, I went to bed and I was like, yo, I'm so excited for tomorrow. I'm ready for nukes. I'm ready to, you know, plan out content. I'm ready to just have fun again, give us something to work for. Because yeah, for sure, playing the game is fun. But when there's something to work towards, it makes things astronomically more fun. And now waking up today, yeah, it's definitely worse than what we had yesterday. So yeah, I mean, boys, I asked you this, but nobody, obviously it was a rhetorical question, but I actually want to ask you this. I want each one of y'all let me know, how do they come back from this and bring back player sentiment? Because the beginning of the year, we had insane amount of player sentiment. People were super happy. Now everybody's fucking pissed. And you know, I mean, JGOD, what do they do from here to kind of bring the player best? I don't want to say back, but just be like, okay, like we have faith in you again.
They just fix it, it'll be fine. They just fix it, it'll be fine. And then we just gotta wait till the next update. And then if it's a flop, then it's like, oh shit. If they fix, then it's like, oops, that was a flop. Because up until this point, we haven't had a bad update. We've had less memorable updates and good updates, but I don't think we've had any bad updates.
Yeah. Okay.
I think let's start freaking nerfing guns. I'm sick of that, man. Let's start getting like new metas every 6 weeks or something. Like, I'm sick of it, man. The FTZ interceptor needs to go. I don't know why that wasn't out today. Second, I feel like when they like really like fuck up, like let's say today was a fuck up. All right. Just do something to give back. I don't know, maybe like put 500 COD points in everyone's account or something. You know, I'm not kidding. That
Have they ever done that?
I don't know, but it goes a long way. It's customer service 101. It goes a long way. When you have a bad experience at a restaurant, hey, here's a $25 gift card. Please come back. We really appreciate your service. You know, or we appreciate your business. You know what I mean? Like just something, dude. I don't know. Like just tell people you kind of care. I feel like that'll keep people around. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. Metas, we need better metas, and like it just needs to happen. And I'm sick of like we're just always dancing into it. It feels like we're just, you know, lightly just like getting into the new metas, man. Like I want some change, because like I know we talked about in the last podcast, when there's new ground loot, when there's new metas, I literally feel like I'm playing a new game. It literally feels night and day. Yeah. So that's what I'm hoping.
Okay, Adrian, what do you think, bro?
I'm with Ebatez, bro. New fucking metas ASAP. If anything, Volta MTZ, get it out of here. Or like for their fuck up today, I really don't know though. I really don't know that. I think they keep like staying consistent with the feedback to the community on Twitter at least. And so, I mean, like obviously they fucked up. So if they're saying they're fucking up and fixing it, that's a good sign. As they have been the you know, priors for the game release.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say that, like, I will say this, man. Like, we have had an unparalleled level of transparency, and Ravens, they did fuck up today. However it happened, however it did, I don't know. They fucked up. And I'm very glad that they're taking accountability, because like we've seen last year, things would fuck up and TL would be we would not get any communication, no nothing. And it was just like, you know, you got to deal with it. You got to just deal with it. Right. Like, and at least this year they're communicating with us. Does that make it right? No, not at all. They definitely fucked up. My thing is next is tomorrow. I think if it's not fixed, but at least I'm not gonna say everything fixed, right? But if nukes are not here tomorrow, if ranked isn't here by tomorrow, if we cannot actively play their game by tomorrow, I mean, I feel like loadouts, you know, make like I don't know, man.
Too, we would know tonight.
You think they would release something tonight?
No. We would know, like they would tweet out saying, hey, because I think with ranked, like you mentioned earlier, when he was saying Zuma was going to do like a 24-hour or Scump was going to do whatever, like you need to give the players enough time. So it's like an even playing field. Like they can't go, hey, we just dropped ranked. And you're like, oh shit, I've been up for 30 hours or whatever. I got to go to sleep. So I don't think that's going to be the case. And the same thing with nukes. I think we would know tonight.
Wow.
Or in the morning they go, oh, patch, you know, maybe didn't will release it tonight. Like, I don't know. It feels like unlikely.
Yeah.
That they would just drop it. We would know tonight if it's going to be fixed by tomorrow.
So
at least personally, that's how I feel about it.
So for those people in the chat right now, did they fix anything with the loadouts from the morning to right now? Or is everything still the same from morning to right now? Nothing. No. So, okay. So right now, you cannot grab your loadout. You cannot even make a custom loadout. You cannot. Some people can't even get into the game. There's no nukes.
Oh, it's chalked. It's chalked.
Fucking rocked right now.
It's fucking rocked. It's fucking rocked. You better have some content plans tonight because you're not playing Warzone. I'll tell you that. You are fucking rocked, my guy.
So okay. So you're dead ass telling me if you want to play Warzone, the only thing you're gonna be picking up right now is ground loot.
You can buy your guns in the buy station.
You can buy your guns, yeah.
Okay.
But you can't make a loadout, so you're just gonna whatever guns you
whatever
have
you had yesterday.
Yeah. And
how about Rebirth or Resurgence? Is that working?
Same thing. No, it was all the same. Dude, yeah, no, and you know what sucks? I was so excited. I saw on the patch notes, I think, or the MCW was getting the buff. I was like, let's go. Tomorrow I'm using the MCW. So I made a class last night and I tried it this morning. It was fucking horrible. It was shooting peas and I'm like, I'm never using this thing again.
Is the MCW actually bad still?
That shit shoots peas and
it was
I'm not using it.
so bad before. They have to do a significant rework for it to be good.
Oh man, bro.
No, metas, I'm telling you, metas are chalked, man. It's been so unfortunate so far for metas. The guns are just so like MTZ, MCW. It's so like far off. We're just so far off.
Yeah. Oh man. I don't know, man. Like I wonder, do you guys think, is there a team strictly dedicated to just weapon balancing?
There's gotta be.
From the looks, like outside looking in, no.
Yeah. There's probably,
I don't know.
Probably is, but it doesn't seem like it.
We toured the place. I felt like there wasn't like a weapon balancing guy when we went around.
Yeah.
So I don't maybe know if you streamers would say something at these COD Next events.
I know.
You know, maybe we'd get stuff done.
I remember when we went there, there was like a quality of life section. There was an art guy or group, and then there was like something else and building new things. And it was like, I don't know. Weapon balancing, it's always been an issue for the past, since the beginning, pretty much, it feels like. Even in Warzone 1, it was still like long ass metas.
Yeah, they're saying here we are making a ranked comp rule set, but we can't even play a pub right now.
We're looking so far ahead in the future. I got a screenshot, so this is funny because I was talking about it earlier, but I guess Epic Games, whenever Fortnite had like their servers went down for like an extended period of time that they like didn't expect, they gave everyone like a back bling. Spectra night quests were automatically completed, so like they were rewarded for they gave them XP in the pass. I don't know, so that's like stuff that Fortnite's done. That's an example right there.
Wow.
Their servers were down for like an hour extra, and they were like, "Hey, we're sorry about that."
For an hour?
Yeah, it was only like an hour, not
But that's the entire servers. Like no one could play at all.
Listen, hey, that's what I was saying though too. Why doesn't Warzone just Warzone should just shut down all the servers? Because I saw everyone playing a broken game today.
Correct.
That's horrible marketing to the game. Everyone's watching that like, dude, this sucks. You know, everyone at work is like, can't wait to get home and not play this. Like, just turn the servers off for X amount of time and fix it. Or I don't know. I don't know if it's easier if it fix it when people are on the game or off the game, but I don't know. I feel like it'd make more sense to just shut the servers down. I'd rather just
100%.
Wow. Okay, so like, I've been playing COD for 15 years, right? Are you guys sure? I don't know. Maybe it was a different game. Are you sure there's never been a time where they fucked up somehow and they gave the community COD points?
I don't think there's ever been a time.
I don't think that's ever happened. I think there might have been other in-game currencies they gave. Like during IW, maybe they gave you keys or whatever they gave you in. But it would have been basic. It would have been basic.
Wow. Okay, so
like double XP token probably, but like beyond that, nah, not memorable.
Wow. Okay.
Listen.
I don't know. Maybe my brain remembers a different game. I don't know.
Hey, if y'all wake up tomorrow with COD points in your account, I need some gifted subs, man, immediately. All right? I'm giving y'all Christmas. Y'all better come treat me.
Look, man. I guess to kind of like if I could tell Raven Software, at least for me, like. Look, man, like they fucked up today. How it happened, whose fault it was, it doesn't matter, right? Like now.
I mean, too bad there's like PR stuff, or they could have just tweeted that.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
fucked up today.
Yeah, like bro, imagine how sick that would be, bro. If Raven, like the official Raven software, tweet out, we fucked up today. I'm sorry. Like that would, but again, PR, all that shit. You know how that shit goes, bro.
No, I would, dude. That'd be enough for me. I'd be like, yeah, that was worth it.
Screenshot it, put it in your fucking.
Anytime, like it'd be a meme. It'd just be a new meme, bro. It'd be hilarious. Like.
Yep.
Like the thing is, what's crazy is like people make teams like PR teams to try to look good for the public, but low key, sometimes if you're just real with the public, they'll like you more than if you just did a PR statement.
I saw the Minnesota Rocker, whoever's handling their socials is like cussing and stuff. It's hilarious. They're like, fuck Optic or something like that. You know what I mean? Like they're like, it's so funny. I saw their Twitter, bro. I'm like, I'm a fan now. I'm a fan
It's
of
very
Minnesota
nuanced.
Rocker.
I think it's nuanced, but yeah, it definitely adds a little bit of difference. And I think that's sometimes with devs too, where they're not allowed to, even though it's their personal, they generally avoid stuff. But I've seen it before where certain ones become more popular just because how they engage with, like, I don't know, it's different.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so like if I was talking to Raven Software, or like if they're watching, I'd be like, look, guys, you guys know you fucked up. You guys fucked up. You guys know you guys fucked up. Like now more than ever, if there's something on your list that you guys have been holding off on because you don't know if you want to release it, but the community's been asking for it. I think it's now more than ever, man. Release something now more than ever. Release something like, yo, fuck it, bring back the AMAX, bro. Like, I don't know. Like maybe they were saving the AMAX for the summer.
Day?
For the
Joe
summer.
is shaking right
They
now.
jump in the car? They jump in the car or
Yo,
what?
bunny hopping, bro. Bunny hopping. They were talking about adding it. Yo, put bunny
Add
hopping in the
20
game.
players to a
Wait,
game
I'm
you
kind of
can't
horny.
play?
Hold up.
Add an extra 20 players, bro. Bring back the AMAX. Bring back the Kilo. I don't know. Bring back something to where, like, yo, you want to bring the community back? Yo, bring back the Car 98, dog.
Oh my!
I just can't.
Would this be PR? I should be part of PR team. Yo,
No, I think that's way more.
We're just yapping. We are yapping.
no, look, yo, I'm just saying, man. Like, if there was anything, like, if the community's been asking for something, or if they've been hesitant, like now more than ever, I feel like is the time for them to just say, "Fuck it, bro. Let's just release this, see what fucking happens." And then it just, whenever things do get fixed, right? Like, weapon balancing needs to be the #1 concern for them. And again, I will continue to be an advocate for this. Please, please, please stop micro adjusting guns. Micro. I just volt it until you can figure out how to balance it right, and put it back in. Or nerf it to the ground and slowly bring it back up. It makes things fresh. It makes for a new quote unquote meta. It makes it to where people are actively using different guns. I don't know. I mean, the thing that sucks and that we can say right now is like, bro, we can't even play the game. So we can't even tell you guys how broken things are. Are the guns good? Are guns bad? We don't fucking know. Can't get our loadouts. We can't get our loadouts, man.
I don't know though. I feel like if they don't want this to happen again, they select people and for a play test right before the update drops.
I don't know. I think that still would have been a problem.
You think so?
Like, whatever happened,
the main menu bugs. You think it's
like,
something on their end
came at them surprised for whatever reason.
Like, you think the build that they play test is different than the build that gets released, or like, is there maybe like fucking a file corrupted when they were downloading?
I don't know how they transfer it. Because like this is like grabbing your loadout is literally just that's the basic of the game. You know what I mean?
But how broad it is. Like even in zombies, I just saw them tweet out. They're like, "Oh, we resolved the issue where you can actually activate the dogs with the meat." Like, so you could just give them the meat and it wouldn't do anything. They did this other so it's across the board. Even multiplayer has all these issues. So I don't know, something that like, how could it affect it so much? Like, it makes no sense.
Man, I like, it sucks. Like, to be honest, we are, and I don't know if there's even any way to replicate that because this is live servers, right? There's like, I would hope hundreds of thousands of people playing the game, right? There's no way to replicate that in testing. So I get it, right? So how is there any way for them to prevent this next time? Is there a way where they give people who sign up, like, not even streamers, just anybody who signs up for a playtest to test things out before it goes live? Is that, or are we just gonna be the people that always test these updates? Is that the way it's always gonna be? Like, how does Fortnite do it?
A good question. Don't they have playtest servers for the community? Or am I thinking of something else?
I don't think Fortnite has playtest servers. Chat, can you guys let me know? I don't think they have playtesters, but like, yeah, so do we though. Like, you know, I'm saying something's wrong. I mean, no, people are saying don't compare Fortnite, but guys, like, let's just be honest. Fortnite is the gold standard. Like,
yeah, facts.
I'm sorry, but they are the gold standard. You know, and so like, how can we
need to add L dancing to Warzone? That's what we need.
L dancing to Warzone.
We need L dancing to Warzone.
Think that's resolving everything?
I don't know,
Dude,
man.
wait, no. On an actual side note, we need emotes back, man. I need to, bro. I want to flip somebody off. Like, dude, that stuff was hilarious.
I loved shitting on people and bringing out the cigar and why is there spectating me and shit? Like
lucky pack, you know what I'm saying? Looking at lucky Shamu pack.
Bro, like little emotes like that. Yeah, I think they should definitely come back. But side note, I want to hear about multiplayer. JGOD, I feel like you kind of are a little bit aware of everything. What did they do to multiplayer today? I heard, unless I'm wrong, because I woke up, I heard two different things. As soon as I woke up, right? I heard, oh my God, this is the first time ever where multiplayer gets a better update than Warzone. And then
they like weapon balance like 40 weapons or something stupid.
Okay, yeah, I was looking at theirs.
In the patch,
insane.
But it only impacts, I'm pretty sure it only impacts multiplayer.
That was my question.
Because obviously it's disconnected from Warzone and disconnected from zombies, I believe, because even when I did some testing in zombies, I'm pretty sure it doesn't correlate for multiplayer. So if they nerf something to multiplayer, it doesn't directly impact either of the modes.
So, okay, we've gotten to the point, and this is a W in my opinion. We've gotten to the point then where they have finally separated multiplayer from Warzone. Correct? Because over the last...
This update was significant where like they changed like a ridiculous number of weapons.
And those were not affected in Warzone.
Correct.
See, so okay, so no, they haven't, Silencer. They have not done that, chat. It's always been... whenever you affect one, it affects the other. It's always been like that. We've heard them say that many times before. This was the first year whenever we talked to the devs where they said it is possible to separate the two. It's never been where
there was times where it was different. Even in Warzone 1 when we had an extra damage drop off or whatever. But on top of that, the other thing they did is they changed like every hard point or something on the maps. And control, and they like changed, like basically reworked a lot of stuff. And then weapons, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's just the rifles. 14, 15, 16,
oh my
17,
God.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Like it goes on and on.
So
like legit like 40 guns.
They definitely have like two different I guess people working on multiplayer and like for gun balancing. It's not the same people
I would
doing
assume
the gun balancing for Warzone and multiplayer.
Yeah, they kind of have to, just because the health and the way the TTK performs for various modes is totally different.
Well, it's good because that's what we've been wanting. That's what we've been asking for so long is, because they would tell us, they would literally say like, oh, we can't do this because it's going to fuck up things for like multiplayer. And then I'm assuming, right, that they cannot change shit too drastically because there's a league that they each pay $25 million per team to be franchised, and they don't want to ruin that because that's a lot of money. But then today they just fucking changed everything. Okay, so I'm assuming there's people in here who watch the CDL, right? More than likely, next week in Boston they will not be playing on today's patch, correct?
More often than not, the entire like all major one is all on the same patch, I believe.
Okay.
Because all the qualifying matches
I've seen
and
Laura Bear. That name looks familiar.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Yeah.
Okay, they were playing on old patch. That's a normal thing, I'm pretty sure. Pretty
standard.
So thank God they don't, because I don't even know what for them to have to. But listen, guess who gets the shitty end of the stick? Challengers, flares. Challengers players, I'm pretty sure, have to play on this patch, and they got to do a completely new fucking. They got to put time in the next 2 weeks.
Like a brand new game.
Listen, if you're in Challengers and you're a freaking demon, you better get to Warzone right now. 9 months until World Series. I promise you, you put in the time, you can make way more money doing that. I promise you. And there are some horrible players on Warzone that you could take their spot on their roster. I promise. And I will personally coach you and show you VODs in Discord. So any Challengers players that are trying to switch, you guys DM me.
I will advocate for that. I mean, I guess if you guys want to, let's bring up the discussion that everybody here is waiting for, right?
We're tiptoeing into it.
The Warzone versus CDL or Warzone / CDL. Before we even start this, if there is any challengers or even pros that want to dabble into any tournaments of Warzone, please feel free to DM me, and I will try to get you into every tournament possible. I don't got pool like that, but I will suggest you to every single tournament organizer, because now more than ever, bro. Did you guys not see the fucking TL today? It's been hot. It's been hot as fuck. Now more than ever, bro. Like, I would love to see the two worlds collide. And there not be so much animosity in the fucking scene, but there's always gonna be that animosity, bro. The NPCs always get a little bit mad. But yeah, Ebatez, tell us what happened today in the TL, bro.
Dude, with CDL Warzone?
Yeah.
It was yesterday, right?
It was yesterday and today.
Okay. All right, I'm not gonna start off too hot. Those guys doing that podcast, man.
Wait, real quick.
They're wildin', bro.
Let me just add something, chat. We have a special guest coming on the podcast right now. Hold on 1 second. I need to adjust something real quick. Chat, ladies and gentlemen, we have our very own Hydra joining us today for the podcast. So Mr. Hydra, aka Adrian, how do you feel right now?
Change it to Hydra. That's crazy.
How do you feel about the Warzone versus CDL debate, Pops?
Honestly, those two guys doing the podcast, I personally think they weren't too far, man. I think, you know what I mean? Like, obviously it's a debate, but personally, I mean, they made a good point, bro.
Listen,
I think they did.
Okay.
Holding angles and shooting your fucking gun can translate from Warzone to fucking CDO.
Oh god, here we go. All right, things are about to get a little mixy, right? And I like this. So let's kind of talk about the Warzone versus CDL, debate on this shit. I would love to bring Ben in here, but I don't think Ben. I don't know if Ben is capable of being unbiased. Ben, if you feel like Ben, you can be capable of being unbiased, I'm down for you to hop on, bro. But I would say, look. My opinion on this is, I think that we're on Penguin Club, Ben. If you're in here, if you happen to have that one, chat. That you know what? Let's watch the clip, shall we? Let's watch that. For those of y'all who fucking retweeted it,
well, I don't know.
Nate shot did.
I'll be able to show the clip. Let me see.
Here. Oh wait, let me do this.
Ben joined in.
Completely messed up your overlay.
No, it's cool. I can fix it. You're good, puppy.
Okay.
I can just do this.
You want me to put my camera on, or do you want my camera?
No, that's it. I can just fix it like that. You're good like that, and then we should be good there. Okay, I think Nate Shot retweeted this. Here, so chat, let's watch this together. I'm gonna put it on real fast. Hopefully this doesn't fuck up the cameras. It doesn't. All right, let me know what y'all think. Hey, no spamming Len. I love Ben, okay? No spamming Len. All right, I'm gonna play this. Let me know what you guys think. All right, I'm just gonna play.
Do you think Biffle could do pretty well in the CDL?
Of course he could.
Hey,
a lot of CDL players always think they can't. I constantly see that argument. CDL players are always like maybe Biffle could compete, but he wouldn't even be close to a top player in the league. And it's like, they think he doesn't have the skill set. I'm sorry, I'll never agree with them, and I'll never fully understand their reasoning. But I think being the best Warzone player in the world is way more skillful than being the best CDL player in the world. Maybe that's a hot take for CDL players, but they act like there's so much strategy. You sit there and hold an angle and wait for some guy to run around the corner. How do you think Biffle would not be able to do that? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
You literally sit there and hold an angle. It's not that hard. So much more thought goes into playing Warzone. So much more strategy over the length of the match.
So,
Do you think Biffle?
what I will say is it's kind of a hard example,
Joe,
right?
Joe, if you want to hop on, bro.
That's an outlier, right? Like, obviously, Biffle is an outlier for a sake of discussion. I would say that, like, if you took the 20th place Warzone player,
No,
they're
Joe,
probably
come through,
not better than the 20th place CDL player.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
100%.
I don't know though. Obviously, the game is totally different and nuanced with like the way that battle royales are played versus the CDL. Obviously, in the environment, generally you're going to go 4 players against the other 4 players. You know the exact strategy. You have plans. There's certain objectives that force engagements. The TTK is faster, so it's a little bit different there. And then when it comes to Battle Royale, we haven't really had a lot of examples where CDL players go over there and do well, other than when it's a pub style tournament. In the competitive scene, obviously you get the outlier of a solo YOLO that people bring up with Scump, but it's really hard to, like, there's arguments you can make on both sides. But I think what he said, he trivialized what the CDL is, like trivializing it to like just hold angles.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe only in one game mode. Like, that's what about the other 3, or the other 2 modes? And then on top of that, saying like, oh, the best Warzone player is probably best. Like, it's near impossible, I would say, to make that claim.
Look, so here is my opinion on all, Ben, and I would like to hear your opinion. I thought that they were spitting until the end of that discussion. This is the way I take this, right? And it's like, for the longest time, bro, and I think, Ben, you can agree to this. And for those of y'all who were in the scene, in the CDL / competitive scene for a long time, back in the day, bro, when Celium, oh shit, all right, let me do this. When Celium, when fucking, when Dashi was an SND star, when fucking Simp was an SND star, think about how many fucking people told them. And if you guys don't remember, so many motherfuckers told them, oh, you're only an SND kid, you cannot compete. You're an SND kid, you could never play in the fucking CWL because you're just an SND guy. Ben, was that a thing, yes or no?
Oh, yeah, you and I talked about this this summer. We talked about this like probably for 3 effing hours when we were doing the COD King tournament. Like, I think there's a lot of nuance that gets lost in this conversation. It's always funny every time it comes up. It's because someone makes a claim, like some real massive generalization about this thing. Oh, CDL pros, all they do is just hold corners. Oh, Biffle, he would have to dump all this knowledge, and they lose all of like what I think is like actually like a fairly complex conversation about skill gap and understanding and getting comfortable with like different environments and path to pro and the whole shebang.
Yeah.
Yo, quick question, real quick. Do y'all think he would like he was trolling or no?
He's got to be trolling. The last part for sure.
Do you think he was like actually trolling about the whole like sitting on a pre-aim and not moving?
Well, I think to a certain extent, it's the same. Like if you joke about, like if you're a keyboard and mouse player joking about aim assist, obviously there's some like a little bit of a hyperbole saying like how much you're in control versus the actual aim assist. I think that's kind of like an extreme example. So he's probably just doing it for the effect, and obviously it worked because everyone was talking about it. So I think that's essentially,
look,
unless there was more to the podcast.
Bro, this is like, bro, I don't know. I feel like if you don't understand this, like, you're just a fucking hater. But shooters fucking shoot, bro. Like the amount of people, it doesn't, dude, shooters fucking shoot, bro. Like it doesn't make sense to me. How can you think that somebody who's fucking insane at Warzone, like insane, I'm talking about insane, right? I'm not talking about the average Warzone competitors. I'm talking about the top 2, 3 players, 4 players cannot go to the CDL and rival some of them. See, with the same token, I'm gonna put you Warzone kids in check, right? How can you guys tell me that the fucking CDL players, the top fucking 5 CDL players, cannot come to Warzone and fucking do good? How can you say that, bro? Because in the same token, the way you guys told fucking Shotzi that, oh, you're fucking ass, you're just a Halo kid. You gave him fucking 6 months, and look at him, he's fucking frying, right? Some people just need time. Shooters fucking shoot. There's a reason why fucking Seth goes from playing competitive Call of Duty, plays fucking Apex, and he's fucking nasty. And he's fucking nasty, right? You give him time to play Apex, and I'm sure there's not a doubt in my mind that Scump could play professional fucking Apex if he wanted to. Guys, at the end of the day, you don't go from playing Call of Duty to going and playing Apex and being complete dog shit. You don't go from playing Apex or fucking Warzone to playing Fortnite and being complete dog shit. You just don't. And if you don't understand that, I'm sorry, you're fucking faded. You are faded. And bro, and we're talking about Warzone to fucking CDL. It's the same fucking game. It's the same game.
Kinda.
Yes, but you shoot like it's the same shit.
So I kind of feel like
what gets lost in this conversation. Sorry, and I think this is why I hate this argument. Is you think about specifically the CDL, for example. I think it applies to Warzone too because you got like trios, you got other team formats. It's not what holds people back, right? In the CDL, players that can shoot very, very straight. What holds them back from getting on, Optic Texas Atlanta phase is really the other stuff. It's being in a team environment, being open to criticism, having good work ethic, showing up on time, being able to handle losses well, being able to handle wins well. All of that other stuff, I'm like, to Diaz, like I think that he's got the tools to do that. For example, as one person, I think on the inverse for CDL pros, if you take them in Warzone and they need to learn circles and how to rotate and all that, I think they got that handled from an outside the game stuff. But I always hate this, this is why I hate this debate, because it just becomes this massive generalization. I feel like I've talked this topic to fucking death, to be honest.
Because I feel like it's like so different, right? Because with Warzone, it's the same game, right? Of course, but I feel like there's so many times that it's like you have to have a different kind of play style, obviously, for Warzone compared to playing with the CDL. And then also I see the argument all the time of well, if Shifty played in the league, he would have a 0.7. There's people in the league that are dropping 0.7. It's I don't know why people act like everybody in the top league has a 1.2. They're not a BZ. Everybody's not going to be in a BZ. It's well, they would get smoked with a 0.7. I'm there's people in the league that are getting 0.7. So I don't understand that argument either. And I feel like if people came over from the CDL too, it would take them time to learn the Warzone cheese. And if you see CDL players playing Warzone, they're this game is so cheesy, this game, and it's with customs and competitive, you have to learn the Warzone cheese if you're gonna play good as a team.
Yeah, and I think it also depends on the format, right? If we bring over them, I think most of them slot into pubs fine. They'll just dominate the lobby because you're going against Timmy 1-2-3. Yeah. That in itself is not necessarily competitive. Even in the comp side of it, once you get past the top 40 or so, then it's well, are you really threatened by not that I'm the best player or anything, because I don't even compete or claim to, but once you get past top 40, then it's well, who are you really shooting up against? Versus if you're in the league, 1 week you're rolling up against Optic, and the next is FaZe, and the next is the teams are way more stacked on a higher percentage, 70% of the league versus you can't get 70% of a Warzone lobby to even be shooters the top 30% or whatever.
See what's happening in the CDL right now. The top teams are 17-1 against everybody else that's not in the top 4.
I was gonna CDL. Is it not the same thing with Warzone though? I kind of feel the top 5 custom to 5 to 7, 8 custom teams are
that's the problem though. Yeah. It's only
winning all the custom tournaments too. Same thing for the CDL.
But there's 30 teams, not 10 or whatever, 12.
Yeah. So look, here's the thing. Here's what I'm trying to say, bro. Is that no matter what, the skill will translate. It's if you think that, let's say fucking Simp, Abizi, all these motherfuckers, they cannot form a trio. Go and play and put together a Warzone team and play that at the start of a new Warzone map and grind it. And if you think they're not in contention for top 3, you got to be off your fucking rocker, buddy. In the same token, there's only, in my opinion, 2 to 3 players from the Warzone side. It's very different. That if you get somebody like fucking Clayster even said it himself. Clayster even said himself, he's bro, somebody was arguing with him on Twitter, and because Clayster was defending the Warzone guys, and he's like, oh, they just have good gunnies, like you like they don't know how to do shit, and they don't know how to, like, they don't have the brain. And Clayster was like, bro, don't you understand that that's the thing that you can teach? I can't teach you how to have good gunny. I can't teach you how to fucking shoot straight. He's like, I can teach you how to fucking play the game, how to be smart, bro. So it's like, if you think these guys can't go and have like insane amount of gunny that honestly rivals a lot of the players in, I'm not gonna say the top players, right? But rivals some of the players in the CDL, you gotta be faded, bro. A lot of the time in both sides, they just need time in. That's it. They just need time in. So this debate about who's better or no, they can't, like, bro, you are faded. Hey, you are fucking faded.
The constant argument I see is people are like, dude, see, you guys are so lucky. CDL guys could come over right now and fucking win your World Series. Like, bro, what? Like, we didn't have Hook and them get dead last in the LCQ. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I'm not saying they can't give like 6-7 months and be like a top 10 team.
Disrespect.
Hey, no, dude, that guy's
hey, hold on.
That guy's
no, to be fair, Ben, we get fucking.
I'm telling you, real life shit that I hear. I actually hear this. Like, they're like, right now, you guys are so lucky they could come over and destroy. Like, dude, that's not true. They need at least 6-7 months.
That was the LCQ was all the really good teams that already qualified weren't even in that.
Let me throw this out. Let me throw this out. Hold on. Let me 2 seconds, because everybody keeps bringing up Scump. Chat, Scump. Okay, listen. I'm gonna start this conversation by saying I would literally have Seth's babies. I love him. That's my fucking dad. All right.
The glazing is crazy.
All right. No. I love him. I dead ass. That's my fucking goat, right? I looked up to my.
No, he's the goat. He's the goat.
But let me throw this out there, bro. Seth did not win the World Series of Warzone. All right. Do you guys know what place Seth got in the World Series of Warzone when he competed? Does anybody here know?
I don't think it was top 10.
He got 30th. He got 30th place in the World Series of Warzone. Chad, he did not get first. He won the solo YOLO. It was one game, which, guys, you guys are comparing one solo YOLO like it's the equivalent of comparing like Diaz 1v1ing pros. Yeah, like there's no, like, it's very, very tippable, by the way, for Seth to do that. Very fucking tippable.
I mean, it is tippable. He did win a lot of key ones, though, which you guys have.
Yeah, no. Puppy. Yeah. I just want to throw it out there. I'm not like downplaying that.
Yeah,
100%. I'm not downplaying that at all. What I'm saying is like so many people bring up like, oh, he won the World Series of Warzone, but a lot of people don't know like he didn't. Like, you know, it was Huskers, Rated, and fucking what's it called? And Aiden won it, right? But again, I understand why a lot of people think that, because it got the most publicity. Because it was one game for $100,000. Chat. Yep. I don't know if a lot of people don't know this. Because they obviously they moved the goalposts of where they want it, you know? But
and so also a lot of people now
are complaining about like every time this shit just distilled into fucking talking points now that everybody misses all of like the nuance of it. What I would say to the CDL versus Warzone thing, because I know there's some Activision people in the chat, like I think what would help solve this is if between Warzone and CDL they find a way for there to be a 3 or 4 month competition during the off season of the CDL where we can see these two groups like grind and play for real money. And I think that we can actually have a square up. I know Hector, we worked well with Activision. In the off season, we had COD King. That's great. Let's take that to the next level. Let's do it on land.
And do you think that includes
That'd
like
be sick.
That would be fucking amazing.
Mixing CDL players with like Warzone players. Like let's say it was a trios customs and it was like one CDL pro with like 2 Warzone pros, and then when they get to like CDL side of things, let's say it was like 2 CDL pros, 2 Warzone pros. Like you saying mixing, or are you talking about like?
I think he means head to head.
I think what I'd like to see is a hybrid form of like a org competition, right? What org of Warzone players and CDL players can navigate the competition well? But there does need to be some component of how can we get like CDL players versus like Warzone players in a format.
I just don't see in what. Go ahead, Hector.
The biggest thing would be, okay, we've tried this, right? The biggest thing is what format would we do? Because look, I'm gonna be honest, man, and right now we're just laying it all out there. We're spitting right now, right? Like, I'm not gonna say I don't want to use the word rigged, but the CDL versus Warzone tournament that we did in the summer was favored for the CDL pros. And the reason why is because they didn't want to play. No CDL players wanted to play. So the way that we got them, the CDL players, to play is we made it a little bit biased towards the CDL pros to get them to want to play. And so then they agreed to it, right? So now it's like, if we do a CDL versus Warzone, what format do we do for this? Because I'm telling you right now, the CDL players, if they play Warzone, they're gonna get fucking smoked. If the Warzone guys go and play fucking Variant, they're gonna get fucking smoked. So where is the fine line? We tried.
I think what we do, Hector, is we do team gunfight. We pick a game mode that's not either.
Yeah, gunfight, bro.
Team gunfight.
Bro, we had Illy, we had Ender doing fucking GB matches for gunfight before the tournament, and then sure enough won the whole thing.
That's respectable.
Of course.
We've got to stop comparing Warzone and CDL. It's just the tournament format too is just not going to work. It's not. It'll never be even, dude. If it just won't. It's just it's fun for debate. It's fun for talk, content, whatever. But it's such a dead end. It's such a dead end.
So look, my question to you, Ben, is like, and I brought this up to Hitch on the podcast, and it's like, look, man, like back in the day, a big part of the young talent pool was grabbed from the S&D scene. Sorry. And a lot of the up and comers were battling out in S&D, and they were the young guys. I'm talking like the fucking 15, 13-year-olds, these guys winning fucking locals and shit, right? Now, right, where do you think the next 13, 12-year-olds, the 11-year-olds, where are they playing? Right? That's a great question. Let's be honest, Ben. You think, and I asked this to Hitch, and Hitch said, he's like, yo, I don't think the best, 15, 16-year-olds are gonna come and play fucking CDL. They're not. More than likely, they're gonna go download a free game on the thing and find out if they're fucking nasty or not at Call of Duty. Like the question to Hitch was, where's that young talent pool coming from? Challengers, sure, you're right, but not all of these people are just gonna start playing fucking competitive and automatically go into the challenger scene.
It's actually kind of a pain in the ass to get into.
Yeah, it is.
Especially with now they've limited more sites, right? Like, didn't they just close a site? So there's less like opportunity to run up against. I don't know.
Well,
it's kind of weird.
So the S&D scene died. So the Destiny signed from like two decisions. One is like the introduction, because you had like GBs, you had the ladders. Once wagers really rolled out during like the Call of Duty Ghost era, that started to really like kind of split the scene a lot of different ways, because everybody used to play the same 3v3s, 4v4s every night, and then all of a sudden like you could play for $1, $2, $3, $5, whatever. Started doing that more. And the other issue is you started getting like way more tournament sites, right? It used to just be GB, that was it. And then UMG came out, CMG, COD Agent, and Activision never went after these other sites as kind of like, own their domain. And so you just kind of had the scene split across these different websites. You would have people would get on every night to play tournaments, and everybody's playing on 4 different websites. They're taking forever. Tournaments are not ending until 3 a.m. The organizers don't care. The tournament websites don't care. And then it just became unfun. And so and then once finally the scene moved to PC, like we're talking, end of model for 2019, beginning of Vanguard, like you started having, a lot of people playing S&D 8s and tournaments that were clearly using cheats. And I think that finally like killed it. And then Warzone got introduced. And I think to your point, Hector, I think a lot of the young kids you're speaking about, I think are probably more likely playing Warzone than they are playing multiplayer. But the people that are interested, right, of those kids, the people that are interested at potentially being a CDL pro are probably going to try their hand at ranked. And if they're good at ranked, they may be like, oh, well, maybe there's a local I can go to where I can prove myself. Or, oh, maybe, I'll start hopping in like EPL or, Zuma 8s or something and start making a name for myself. To give you an example of a player who did that, like right now, Asim's being talked about as top of the challenger scene. I know he's been a pro in the past. Asim didn't come from like the same background as someone like Selling or Simp did, where they were winning Twitch primes, winning UMG primes. Asim came through because he was in Crowder's like Twitch chat, winning his sub tournaments. Yeah, and then he started to get looked at, and then he got some teammates. And then the beginning of Black Ops 4, they were like the second or third best amateur team, and he started to get some cred from that. So like there are different paths. I think College COD is another great path that exists. I'd love to see. I know they've done a lot of inroads in the Warzone scene through College COD. Like I think there's a lot of different ways that people can participate, but we need to like embrace Warzone. I think one thing for Activision too is, and you guys talk about it a lot on this show, continuing to build out the Warzone competitive scene as an official sanctioned thing with multiple events per year. But there's a real path to pro, real path to like becoming a professional Warzone player, that people see that as a career other than just kind of participating in the one-off tournaments that happen and, you know, running that.
Yeah, I mean,
Which is
thing,
also,
go ahead, Joe.
Which is also like, because I see the comment, I feel like from a lot of CDL people all the time, like, oh, well, all Warzone players suck. Like they just VPN and shoot bots all day. Like, I don't think a lot of CDL players even know there's custom tournaments like every night. Like there's trios, like world series. Like, I don't think like a lot of people
the
know.
little Twitter tourneys.
We're playing like against other actual Warzone pros, against other, if you call whatever you call it, other against Warzone professionals or whatever. Like, and people like they just VPN and shoot bots all day. Like, no, like there's more to than like what people see of content.
So what I wanted to the reason why I asked you that, right, is Ben, I want your honest opinion here. And when I said you can come on, I expect you to be unbiased. Do you think the CDL community as a whole, I'm not talking about the pros, do you think it is a gatekeeping community?
It's a gatekeeping community on all sides of the Call of Duty community. Doesn't matter if it's Warzone, mobile.
I highly disagree with Warzone. I highly disagree.
Warzone that gatekeep. Oh, you don't think?
No, brother. I was DMing Havoc multiple instances, bro. Do you want to play in tournaments? I can try to get a good word. I want you guys to come. We want people to come.
Look what happened with Shifty.
What about Shifty?
I'm saying, like, you don't think there are people in the Warzone community when a young kid comes around, they just throw out cheating accusations and they're gatekeeping?
Oh, of course, but then the thing is, we give them the opportunity to prove themselves.
But you're saying CDL
but what I'm saying, I'm saying,
calling Shifty a cheater. Let's get that straight too.
I'm saying in general, the CDL community is super gatekeepy, Ben, and I need you to keep it a $150 here. We've said.
It definitely is. I've talked about this a lot. That like there was, you know, we talk about like Celium and Simp and Ebatez and them. That generation definitely, you know, the older generation of pros, and I won't name some of them, but y'all probably know some, definitely used to talk shit about those kids back in the day. Say they were cheaters, like Celium, for example. Like MC was so disgusting in IW, got banned from 8s because they thought he was cheating and thought he was keyboarding. Like there's definitely gatekeeping going on, but I think that's a problem. Listen, that's not just a CDL problem. That happens in literally every level of like esports. You know, Robs, for example, on FaZe Clan in CSGO, he was getting cheating accusations when he was crushing it. In the European version of like CSGO BPL, right, on their rank S and stuff like that. And it took him going to a similar situation to Shifty, like going to the studio at FaceIt and playing there for people to know. And now he's on one of the best CSGO teams of all time. Like it just comes down to, I think it's just an esports thing, bro. People just see young kids coming up.
I think Adrian, I want to hear Adrian's perspective on this. Adrian, what like, I mean, the reason why I say that, Ben, is my question. Obviously, Adrian, I want you to talk right now. Is this, Ben? It's how many people, how many young talent that, you know, don't buy the game, just play Warzone, happen to be fucking talented. The pool of Warzone players is way bigger than the pool of people that play Variant right now. That's pretty common knowledge. So how many people, how many young talent do you think you guys are losing by just saying, by the whole community being like, fuck Warzone kids, they're all fucking ass. There can never be anybody come from Warzone to play CDL. It's never gonna happen. Like that's Ben. That's the way a lot of people feel. So how much young talent do you think is being wasted away because of the egos in the CDL community? I'm not saying the CDL pros. I'm saying this, like the average player.
Both ways, though.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's an interesting question for sure. But I like go. If someone else wants to chime in before I do, go ahead.
Just a question though, is like for that, like on that topic, I feel like there's so many. Like I try to watch every single match, and it blows my mind how I feel like there's a ton of talent because I see clips all day on Twitter from a lot of like really that I think are good, really good challengers players. And I see like, again, like I hear all the time, like Friendship League. I feel like the CDL, I see people getting smoked week in and week out. And there's like teams that are getting smoked. And I'm like, why are they not dropping this? I actually don't like, could you explain like why that's not happening? Why the challengers, like, why not dip in there and be like, yo, let's give them a chance. They're dropping a 0.5 as a COD pro. Let's dip into challengers. Let's give them a chance, bro.
So back in the day, this is pre-CDL, right? We're talking like, let's say like World War II or IW. Actually, let's go back to the Jetpack games. This is like when contracts on orgs were like very early. People were making best a couple $1,000. There was no like buyout clauses in these contracts. Like teams were making changes after every event. And to your point, where people were getting smoked, they were getting dropped. The problem now is because the CDL structure is 48 spots, 12 teams. Those contracts have a minimum buyout clause. So for these organizations, if you want to make 8 changes a year, you're going to have to carry a lot of sunk costs on those extra salaries. And so, yeah, I think you're in a situation, I will say, where teams are waiting until this first event to make changes. I think you're going to have 4 or 5 teams that are going to make changes because, to my point earlier in the show, you've got the top 4 teams that are just smoking everybody else. There's no real comp below those 4 teams. I think everybody else trying to qualify for champs, trying to be relevant, are going to make changes. But I think to your point, Hector, about, are people missing out in the CDL? I think it's just a product and a problem with the closed franchise system of the CDL. I think if it goes back to something that's more akin to what you're seeing in Halo right now, I do think you find a nice, better path to pro, especially for up-and-coming players, where if they find other up-and-coming players to team with, qualified through open bracket, and make it into pool play, and they start smoking some of these pros, they're going to make that climb very, very quick. Whereas now you've got to impress, staff on CDL teams, and they got to decide to pick you up in the offseason, or you get lucky in the middle of the season.
Yeah, I mean, that's rough. That brings up another question, right? And we were talking about this, and a lot of people in the chat were saying like, "Oh, why don't these Warzone guys just go to challenges and prove themselves?" I would say this, man. I saw this as well.
It's a bad idea.
It is a very bad idea. But a lot of the thing is like this, bro. Look, Ben, be honest. If there's an 18-year-old, right, that is very talented, let's just say overall skill level 89 of Call of Duty, 89, right? Yeah. Would you recommend them to go raw skill? Like if they put in time into anything, Now, would you recommend them to go to CDL or Warzone? What would you think is the best route?
I would recommend whatever they're passionate about, because if you're going to do something you're not passionate about, you're not going to put in the time, you're not going to be putting in the work ethic, you're not going to be placing as well as you can. So yes, if you are very passionate about Warzone and you want to play customs, do that over challengers. If you're not that passionate about challengers, don't do it for the money.
It's not the answer we wanted, Ben.
Yeah, Ben, what's it called? The political answer.
In the chat, tomatoes. Grow some tomatoes.
Let me explain.
Get them.
Because top level of the competition, right? The CDL thing. Why are Simp and BZMC, like the Atlanta FaZe crew, so good year after year? Why was the Optic Dynasty so good? Why was COL so good? Yeah, they were very talented players, and they were some of the best players of all time or whatever. But they have incredible work ethic. They show up on time. They go hard. They're pushing the meta. They're always trying to innovate. They are giving it 120%. To your point is, like, I wouldn't decide between if you're a 17-year-old, 18-year-old, I wouldn't decide between Warzone and competitive COD just over money, because if you're going to choose over the money, you're not passionate about it, the likelihood of you getting that 1% to getting on that top team is not going to be as likely as doing the thing that you're passionate about. So I don't think it's a stupid answer. I think that's legit the actual answer.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree with you. I guess it was the reason why I was asking was like going back to the question of why don't people just go to challenges and compete? Well, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, there's just like, what's the prize pool for the challengers this year?
I mean, if you add all the opens and elites, it's probably going to be like $2 million. I mean, it's significantly less than Warzone. So if you're talking pure cash,
just in general,
right?
Yeah.
It's the challenger scene. Listen, this year, unfortunately, the challenger scene, I think, is going to take some hits. We just did a show on the flank we talked about this, and I think this is going to be a down year for challengers, and they've got some things to figure out about how to add a little bit more participation, add a little bit more funding in that. But as far as pure financials, right, between the amateur and like just being part of these open or qualifier kind of circuits on the Warzone side of those tournaments, the Warzone side is going to be way more lucrative. You can get those top 10s for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
but also,
go ahead, Joe. Or Ebatez, whoever.
Like, there's like so many guys that are either like COD pros, streamers that play Warzone that like don't make any content. I feel like in general, for like challengers players or pros, like I feel like every single person that's trying to get into Call of Duty should be producing content first. I feel like there's like not a ton of like COD League players that actually like produce content, and if they do, bro, Kenny, I don't even like care that, bro. I watch all of Kenny's videos. He's like breaking down all their league matches, bro. I'm like, dude, this is fire. And like I feel like a lot of COD League players don't actually make content, and if they do, it booms because like nobody else is doing it. And it's the same thing for Warzone pros, and like people don't make actual content.
A lot of times too, what I'll see with the COD pros is it's more of a seasonal thing. Yeah, they're all engaged on Twitter. They're doing all these different videos and they're doing all the things that you're talking about. But as soon as the season starts, they're basically on vacation from content because they're grinding so damn much. At least that's how it looks from the outside looking in.
It's an interesting thing. I've talked to quite a few people about this. Some people in chat. I've had a lot of conversations. I know about this. For some people, they don't necessarily enjoy streaming, especially during the season, because they're focusing on getting their 8 or 10 hours in, and for them to stay at the top level they're at, it's tough for them to create content. But there are a lot of guys that can and start to do it when they get more comfortable in the off season. They grind a lot, and I think that's makes it difficult for Activision to kind of manage that content strategy and how to work with those people. And I feel on that front, I always recommend to pros to look like, even if you're just playing random games, you're playing random wagers with your friends, like stream people will tune in. Asim, again, to use his name, is a great example this season. Asim streamed a decent amount, but not a lot until this year when he is in challengers, and he's been pulling in good viewership. He's been having fun streaming, interacting with chat, and developing a community and developing a brand. And for some of these guys, these younger guys that have come in and have zero brand, you need to create content. You need to get yourself out there, because you're not going to give yourself a career once this thing is over. You have nothing to lean on if you want to go down the content creation influencer path, because you've sat there and just done the bare minimum as far as brand deals and created, at least, do YouTube videos. If you don't want to stream Twitch, there are a lot of other ways you can kind of develop your brand in the social media space. So
I have a question. Why do you think, Ben, this for you, why don't you think any challenger players have like jumped ship and tried to come to Warzone, especially like this year after everything that they've like announced for challengers?
I mean, some did when Warzone popped. I mean, that's what like Tommy and Rated and them did, and a lot of the top S&D stars,
Noobs.
Yeah, noobs like Mutex, like a lot of guys that were there for a long time, veterans of either the challenger scene or the S&D scene, did a dip. I think right now you might see some challengers players maybe fall off once any like future stuff about long tail Warzone circuits and tournaments come out. Maybe some people mid-season and challengers who are not seeing a lot of pro points might think maybe I'm going to make a pivot and try it out. I just think, again, it comes down to passion. Some people in the challenger scene, even though right now they're in a tricky spot, really think that they have the talent and the skill or the teammates to get to the pro level, and they want to see that out, but that might not be the best business decision for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they might be nasty enough to go to Warzone, grind with the right guys or gals, and they'll start placing well. It just comes down to, like, what are you passionate about?
Yeah. No, I was
some of those guys definitely have a future in the Warzone side. I
was stoked to see Cole Havoc running, but I know he's back on multiplayer, because him and I
I saw that. I was sad.
Me and him were DMing. We were gonna run tourneys together. He was talking to me and we were gonna run. And I was super stoked because I feel like they bring a different mindset. I was like, I am so excited to learn from this guy. Like, he was genuinely. I know I would learn something from that, and I could teach him how to play Warzone, and he would teach me like everything he learned in the CDL on how to apply it to Warzone. So I'm just surprised that like nobody else has came over. Because I feel like
for Colt, though, to be fair to Colt,
no, his viewership is insane.
He's got a very specific lane that he is like owning, which is the morning S&D focused crowd. He does those 1v1s. He's been doing 2v2s with Octane as well, and he gets hella viewership and hella subs. Like, he's making good income off that. And Rank's gonna come out eventually at this point. Who the fuck knows?
Right? Yeah, no, it makes sense. It makes sense in his position.
He's gonna get a lot of viewers in the morning playing Rank because people like watching his gameplay, especially in search. Like, he's not a great example because like he owns a very specific niche lane in the community. He's getting a couple thousand viewers doing.
But do you think that there's people, maybe not like to his exact caliber, but do you think there's people that have talent like him that just aren't in a spot? They are in a spot. They could just come to Warzone and like, dude, like I'm telling you, I think there's so many teams
100%.
That if they saw like, yo, this kid's got gunny, we could just teach him a few things, and 9 months from now we got World Series, we could be a good team. Like, I'm just surprised that nobody else has came over.
There are challengers players I know that like in the off season grind like games like Apex, so they understand like zone control. They understand.
So they're wasting their time on Apex. Okay.
Fair, but like they like playing Apex. Not gonna hate on them. But we're gonna hate on the games they want to play. Like, I'm saying, as far as understanding like basic BR 101 mechanics, how to play like a team BR. You know, how to control zone, like how to play your space, like what to do when you're not in a plus situation. Like, they'll have that base level that I think they can come over to Warzone, team with some of y'all, learn the more advanced like meta shit, and then be on a really good team going into World Series of Warzone. Absolutely, 100%.
I'm more so just kind of saying this too, because like if there's anybody in the stream right now that's like challengers, they're not, not 100% on it. Like, dude, make the jump, bro. Just give it a shot. Like,
side note on that, because obviously you talked about the contract stuff with the CDL. Are challengers players like, do they have a lot of flexibility and to just walk away from a team, or are they like, do you know any of that stuff are allowed to talk about, or because obviously if they're on a team, they're probably like, you really can't just dip on us. But obviously the challenger might be different.
I think so. The challenger scene, unfortunately, and this is, I think, less a product of esports winter, more product of COVID. the like amateur tier 3, tier 4 org scene just like completely died once things went online during the lockdown. So a lot of those amateur orgs that were giving out sometimes 1,000 a week contracts to amateur players, because the upside with them was that they could sell a player for 50 or 75K down the line. A lot of those orgs got out. So there aren't a lot of challengers players that are getting paid like a monthly salary. The ones that are belong to like CDL orgs, like the Boston Academy team. So I think getting out of that situation is probably trickier. But even then for Boston, like if you were a player on Boston Academy, I know their ownership very well. If you went to them and said, look, not feeling challengers right now, but I think I can go in a Warzone and like get it going, I think the Boston breach and auction would be super supportive. They're like, we got a great story here. We know and have invested this player. They're going to team with sick teammates. We got a story we can tell and we can market, make them money, make us money. So I think to answer your question, I think the flexibility is there for players that want to get out. I just think that a lot of the players aren't interested because the first event is coming up literally next week for challengers. First LAN event. And I think some of these players think they have a legitimate chance to win. If they win, like I said, 4 or 5 CDL teams and probably like 10 to 12 spots are likely going to open up in the CDL after this major. And I think some of those players, they do well, can slot in.
Yeah, I mean, look, like the whole reason why I even asked that, and just to kind of summarize the topic of why don't people, or if I always see these Warzone guys are so good, why don't they go and play in challengers? Or why don't people, like, why don't the 18-year-olds go and play in challengers and try their luck there? And sadly, it's just to be transparent with everybody, they're going to be taking a pay cut. Like, and I don't mean to be pocket watching here, but Adrian, he just turned 18 in the last just 3 weeks alone. How much have you made? Again, unless you don't feel comfortable.
Insane.
No, it's public information. So in the last, 3 weeks of grinding, how much money have you made, Adrian, in the last, like, playing Warzone?
Probably like 30 to 35K.
Yeah, 35K. 35K.
It's like 6 weeks.
No, it's not even 6 weeks. We've had like 3 to 4 weeks of tournaments. The other 2, we didn't have any tournaments. And then that's not even talking about Skullface, who has made
like 70?
70K.
But those are also outliers.
No,
There's
I understand.
outliers.
But what I'm saying, JGOD, what I'm saying is if like a lot of these CDL guys are that fucking good, I'm sure they're better than Adrian, right? So they're not outliers. Like, a lot of these CDL guys are really fucking good. So if they came over, they gotta be better than Adrian, right? Like, so they should be
contracts. They're on contracts. They're getting guaranteed money.
No, I understand.
I know you understand that. I know you understand that.
Some of your average CDL guys are getting 90. Listen, it just comes down to like risk, reward, and passion, right? For some of these CDL guys, let's say you're on like we're talking like the bottom and mid-tier CDL teams. Let's say players on like, I don't know, Seattle Surge, right? They've got some decent players on their team. Your point, Illy, for example, and Kyler, Hook were playing World Series of Warzone over the summer when they were bored. Like, they're making probably good coin on Seattle. They're on like a top 6 team. I don't think they're going to make 500K in prize money this year because, again, top 4 teams are a little bit better than them, but they're going to make some good coin this year. There's no real reason for them to take the risks to give up their CDL spot. You have to find Warzone teammates, develop chemistry because you haven't probably potentially teamed with those people before. It might not work out. You need to shuffle teammates. These guys have gone through this on the challenger side, and a lot of them took years to grind up to the CDL level, to the pro level. They may not want to take that risk anymore. They have a guaranteed thing going in CDL as long as they got a spot.
So just want to throw that out there. Just so everybody's aware, I'm pretty sure Adrian, you caught on. Now, chat, I don't actually think that all these guys are better than Adrian. I'm saying with the way that they perceive themselves and how good they are.
Definitely people.
Yeah. But you weren't catching the straight, Adrian. What I'm saying is the way they perceive themselves, they consider them way better than all Warzone guys. With that knowledge, what I'm saying is they could come in, and if they're better than Adrian, they could be making more, is what I'm trying to say. But like, I understand the whole concept of why they don't, but a lot of these challenger players, right? Like, I would hope that, I don't know what's going to happen this year, right? We've seen challengers players are down bad. So like, hey bro, listen, man, like come. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. We're not like fucking the CDL gremlins. No, I'm not saying all of you guys, right? But there's a lot of them that are assholes. We will welcome you with fucking open arms. If anybody wants to come and compete, in my opinion, the more people that want to come and compete, the better, because that's more storylines. We understand that storylines sell, and that's just the bottom line, bro. So like, hey, in my opinion,
like I was saying earlier too, there's some trios, man, that suck on Warzone, and they would be more than happy to drop their third and pick up a potential challengers player, and they could play tournaments tomorrow, watching VODs tomorrow night. Like, no bullshit. They could start tomorrow and they could be in there getting preps. Like 9 months, or if we're getting another World Series this year, which I'm assuming we are, viewership was great last year. 9 months from now is World Series of Warzone. You could be in form. You could be ready to go, like a contention. You know what I mean? Like, if you're that good in challengers, you got Gunny, like, come over, man. I'm serious. If you guys are chalked, bro.
I mean, that
like,
sounds like.
Here's my. I gotta go record the flank in like 5 minutes. Here's I would say my last point is just to take this in a little bit of a different direction, but I think everyone universal is going to be on the show. I think what will kind of help here is because I think this whole conversation is so adversarial, and I know some of it is just for like bants on. I'm guilty of this, you know, chasing the Elon bucks on Twitter, like making clips on Twitch, whatever. But I do think we haven't yet had these apex moments on LAN where the CDL community, the challengers community, the Warzone community, I'm maybe going to include the COD Mobile community because we haven't talked about them at all on the show. I think COD Mobile is a very large, especially non-English speaking game that gets played a lot at the competitive level. Not at an event altogether, really like creating synergy and content and really getting to know each other. And to your point, like starting to meet people and considering like career changes. I think on the Activision front, if there's momentum to try and harmonize all three of those scenes, do more events, any events at all where all three are there, I think it's going to be better for all the scenes. People are going to learn and create relationships and start creating content with each other, collaborating. There's only upside in those endeavors. I know Raleigh CDL Major won last year. I know Warzone wasn't technically there. Warzone was played during like the Call of Duty Endowment Bowl, played Warzone. But I would love to see like a World Series, a Warzone combo CDL combo, COD Mobile's Masters like tournament event would be kind of sick. Like we used to have with MLGs back in the day.
And bro, those guys on COD Mobile, brother, in Raleigh, they're turned. I thought the comms of like CDL were insane, bro. The mobile players are insane. Like, I honestly, we're not gatekeeping CDL. Come on over, challengers. Mobile players, I don't want them here, bro. They're taking our jobs. Those guys are insane. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Oh man,
they are disgusting, bro. Watching that game on my
they're not. It's crazier than fucking keyboard and mouse players, like with aim assist and shit. That shit's nuts, bro.
They play all these shotties and like, bro, it's just like. They basically took just the cheesiest of cheese is not played in COD Mobile. Like they took the base level cheese out, but mostly everything is there. So it is just like pure octane adrenaline.
Bro, their phones are like 4090s with like dual fans on the back. I'm not trying, bro. I was like, this is it. I was getting hooked. I'm like, this is lit. Like, it was crazy.
4090s.
Look, man, look. I mean, I've always said this, and I've talked to Tommy about this so much. I know you're gonna go on the flank right now, but like the goal should always be, and even my Warzone guys in the chat, right? Y'all having a fucking civil war in here. My Warzone guys in the chat, like at least at our end, right? We should never, ever, ever put any disrespect on the CDL community, because the more people playing Call of Duty, the better both scenes are, right? My goal is to fucking merge the two as much as possible. Tommy and I have talked about this, and we try every fucking year to give you guys good content where CDL and Warzone, like, it doesn't matter who the fuck's better, who can compete, or who, like, the goal should always be to shine light on each other's fucking platform. For us, at least I try to do it as much as possible. I always want to try and promote CDL as much as possible. But like, at least for us Warzone guys in the chat, at least in my opinion, y'all motherfuckers should never be bringing down the CDL. Bub, shut the fuck up, bro. But yeah, so like, I don't know. I feel like we need more of that shit, man. We need more of us coming together and doing shit together, because, hey, bro, we've seen CDL this last year, man. It's not looking hot. Everything going on. Yeah, my camera's laggy. Sorry, chat. But like, things are looking a little, you know, I mean, what's the deal with that, Ben?
But listen, here's what I think is going to happen, bro. I think inevitably the CDL format's going to change. I think those franchise kind of endeavor across all of these sports is really straight. It's not just an Activision problem, right? Seeing the issues that Riot's having with VCT, with the LCS spots, orgs having financial issues. The closed systems aren't the best ways to do it. What I think is the best way is what we had back in the day with MLG. Like, they pioneered a format that works. You create a path to pro where someone and their friends could potentially go through a qualifier format and play against pros. And when you do that, you can make it to the pro league and you can go from there. I think those open leagues for the aspirational format. And I'm frustrated that we kind of chase this NBA NFL thing when it clearly wasn't best for our scene. So I think people in positions of influence and decision making, who kind of hold the keys to a lot of the funding for these things, I think are starting to realize this. So I think the CDL format is going to probably pivot to something more akin to what you're seeing again with like Halo. What that looks like beyond the end of the season, going the off season, I have no idea. There's a lot of chatter behind the scenes. I don't think there's been any hard decisions. So
do you think this is the last year's CDL?
I think for this specific CDL format is either the last year or for logistical reasons, it might be the second to last year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But my key thing is whatever is next. I think the most important beat, and I said it 5 minutes ago, is like CDL needs to get away from this fascination and Activision get with this fascination of just doing these CDL events in a vacuum in a theater. It's not great. They need to go back to being in convention centers, having other stuff going on. Bro, Activision's owned by Microsoft now. Why can't we do events with Warzone, CDL, COD Mobile, Halo, all in the same room? You're going to get 10,000 people coming through and having a good time.
Bro, that would be fucking insane.
Interacting.
Be insane.
It's not rocket science. You can say, well, we haven't seen that in a couple of years. Yeah, because the company that did it got bought by Activision. They got them for parts. They were doing it successfully for like 5 to 6 years prior. So that's all I'm saying.
A champs for every single thing in the same weekend, the same week would be fucking insane, bro. I don't like, again, there's so many things that I think we could do to like put shit together and just amplify fucking CDL and Warzone. But like, I mean, you know, things that can only get as good as, you know, the community wants to allow it to be, man. And right now, like it's very gatekeepy. So, I mean, I personally, at least
somebody in chat mentioned also, like, obviously the CDL, they signed that deal. So they kind of gate kept to YouTube as well. So Twitch people can't watch party.
Yeah, don't listen. As you guys tell me, you guys know I've been going through it for a month. I have talked plenty about my thoughts on that situation.
Yeah, I know that's tough for y'all, man. But Ben, I know you got to go, man. I appreciate you hopping on, bro. That was a fun cut.
Always a pleasure talking to you, boys.
Nice.
And you guys ever want to come on the flying, let me know. We'd be happy to have you guys as well.
Gotcha, Bobby. Later, baby. Later, bro.
Have a good
Later, go.
Later, baby. Fuck Ben, fuck that guy, bro. No, fuck the CDL.
Biffle's the fucking king, baby. That's the real fucking king, baby. That's my go. That's my go.
I love you, man. I love you. No, bro. No, that's fucking comedy, bro. No, man, look. Ultimately, like, boys, like, I think the whole CDL versus Warzone debate is fucking, I think it's stupid as fuck, but it's fun. It's fun for content. It's fun to debate about, you know, what could happen, right?
I think a lot of it also comes down to like those arguments between like different sports where there's just different generations they played separated. They don't actually get to play together. So people form these opinions like, oh, the rules work different this way, so Jordan would be better than LeBron or vice versa with Kobe. But it's like they're not playing one-on-one, like, you know, so it's kind of hard to argue those things. Obviously there's things that are debatable and you can bring up points, but it's kind of hard to settle it unless somebody from Warzone just walks away from being the best player and decides to risk it all to potentially not. They have nothing to gain from swapping.
Yeah. Like even
Literally.
then, like the only way that anybody would think about swapping, let's just say Joewo, right? They would have to pay Joe. And I don't want to pocket watch, but
So here's what I'll say.
Joe would have to be the most paid CDL player in history.
There's two different things. No. There's two. The other thing is, if Warzone just stopped getting supported, right?
That's a different story.
Yeah.
And they were completely done with tourneys. No World Series of Warzone. They're just gonna update it like a live service game. And Joe's like stuck doing kill races and wagers from Twitter tourneys for a couple $100. He probably gonna look for other options. Well, YouTube does well, so probably not. But
yeah, in the words of the young goat Shifty, if the bag is right, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Wait, okay. So Adrian, I feel like we didn't let you talk. I apologize, pops.
I was listening. I was both y'all, like, each side had good standpoints, but I think it really comes down to egos. Like, you were putting Warzone, in my opinion, you're making Warzone sound like it was all fucking sunshine and flowers and fucking, but it's basically, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to come down. Yes, there's a lot of shitter teams, but there is like a lot of people that I don't know how to explain it. Like
it's not as easy.
It's not as easy. It comes down. It definitely comes down to egos and people being egotistical, and that goes for any game. That goes for people that are greatest at Fortnite, people that are greatest at fucking Apex, CDL, Warzone pros.
It's funny how like history always repeats itself, bro. Like in everything, there's always people that think, oh, these guys could never do what we do. We could Warzone community and CDL community. It's always like that. But like, bro, sometimes again, like I always said, the shooters fucking shoot, bro. And like some people are just talented. Some people are just talented. Give them the time to like learn shit, and they could like. I believe that Shifty could go and compete in the CDL if somebody
100%.
If somebody gave him the opportunity.
He learns the ins and
I think
outs.
Scumming.
He already plays the fucking multiplayer. Like
Scumming, if he's not cheating, Scumming, you know what I'm saying? I think he could definitely do it. Like, you know?
The other part that he did mention was the passion part of it. That is definitely a huge part of it. There's people that could probably cut it in the CDL, but are they going to be passionate to play that for 10 hours a day? And vice versa. I mean, some people could be really good, but if the game's not in a good state, the passion goes out the window for a lot of people. I've seen people's passion flash before their eyes today when they removed that nuke. Like they're like, I'm done. I've only been live for 3 hours, but I'm out. So it all has to be the right circumstance, because I think when you're really passionate about it, you're gonna wake up and that's the first thing you think of. You want to do it all day. And when you go to bed, you're thinking about it before you go to sleep. That shit's crazy. And most people have experienced that in some form. It doesn't have to do with gaming, but it's just kind of ridiculous. Like the amount that is necessary to be one of the best.
Yeah, like you have, the thing is, 100%. Like you got to put in, like to be a CDL pro, I don't even know if anybody here knows, but you got to grind, bro. You got to grind. And like, you got to be, it's on all aspects, not just good in game, but outside of the game. Like you got to show up to practice, be a good teammate, everything that Ben just said. And it's like, a lot of people aren't going to do that, bro. A lot of these Warzone guys can do less for more. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's just,
also,
go ahead.
Them too, like, there's a lot of cheese in Warzone, right? So for a lot of people coming from like challengers or the CDL, like playing Warzone for the first couple times is probably like the most frustrating, annoying thing ever. If you're dying to like cluster mines and like you don't have meta guns and like all this stuff, I'd be like, get me back to gunning actual people like in a straight up gunfight, right? like on like a rotos that they know and like things like that. Like it's probably like way different. For us, it's normal now. Like customs, like all that stuff is normal. But if you put people that don't play customs, like challengers players or whoever, just throw them in to like a pro team custom, they're going to be losing composure of like not knowing all the cheese and stuff. So it goes both ways.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Again, this debate is always for content, chat. At least for me, it's never that fucking serious. It's always fucking fun to talk about. It's funny, this conversation. This won't be the last conversation we have about this. This shit always gets brought up every fucking like 3-4 months, and we're here again talking about it. But yeah, I don't know. I think the only people that take it serious, in my opinion, is some of chat. So you know, it is what it is.
I will say the fans of the CDL take it way more serious than Warzone. That's all I gotta say.
Way more serious.
Dude, they take it way, like you could pop a 1v4, nasty 1v4 in customs. It ain't the CDL though. That ain't a cell though. Like, bro, I'm not fighting. Like, what do you mean, bro? Like, where did that even come from? Nobody's talking about that, bro. But they are literally passed. Like, dude, he's VPNing. Like, bro, this is a custom lobby. That's a 1v3. And yeah, but VPN. It's like, dude, what are we talking about here? It's not easy.
Yeah, I know. That's especially with all like the burner accounts, like like all those counts, like constantly glazing and shit. Like the fan accounts is just you know, there's a lot of fucking hate that comes from that side. But at least for us, at least I feel like with the Warzone side of things, we never fucking reciprocate that energy. At least in my opinion, we always like, yo, let's fucking like bring anybody you want and come and play. Like if you win, I'll be fucking happy for you. Like I'm not like, you know, I'm not like, yo, Cell, come and play. I'm so happy you get fucking shit on, bro. Like, nah, yeah, bro, right? No one's like that, bro. No one's fucking like that, bro.
Literally, like, yeah, like he died in Warzone. Like, yeah, but in the CDO, he doesn't die. So Warzone's better. I don't know. Like, what?
Oh man, yeah, it is what it is, man. But at the end of the day, boys, we cannot do anything unless they fix the game, and it's broken right now. So
that is true.
So yeah,
I love
man.
Call of Duty.
We love Call of Duty, man. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm about to fucking do. The game's broken.
Hey, what's your new count, Joe? What's your new count?
Hey, brother, we got to 3, and then everybody's like, yo, it's pointless to even play the game right now. I'm like, what? Hey, I can say, though, I could grab my loadout today, so I'm not complaining, bro.
Hey,
Would you
Lego
actually?
Fortnite is looking real good right now. Lego Fortnite is looking real nice. Like,
Wow.
I think we got Among Us rolling.
Oh, my
Wait,
God.
I'm actually down. I'm actually down.
You got me fucked if you think I'm playing fucking
Hey, you know
Among
what
Us.
though? Customs probably work, right? Because customs don't get
Customs
updated.
I don't know. Last time servers were chucked, and I couldn't even imagine. They were all
We're on map 4 for 2 hours.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, man, guys, I think that kind of wraps up today's podcast. Today was a fucking good one, actually. Was a very good one. And Joe, thank you for coming on, man. That was an unexpected pleasure, bro.
Always, you already know.
Were you
Always.
live? Are you live right now?
No, I was just kicking.
You were just
trying
vibing?
I was recording a
There it
freaking
is.
YouTube intro, and I was like, "Oh, brother," about the new update, and it was like a 30-second intro. I was like, "Oh, well."
I love it, man. Listen, man, chat. Honestly, bro, guys, for anybody in the chat, don't take it too serious, man. It's a good convo to have. It's fun. I hope one day there is somebody from the Warzone side that tries to transition over. But realistically speaking, I think it's not dumb, or it's not bad to say that the best quote unquote natural talent is in the CDL. But I will say that to think that a lot of the top players in the Warzone scene cannot go if they wanted to, which a lot of them don't, to CDL, and they if you think that they can't compete, I think you're little. You gotta rework your brain a little bit, man. But honestly, shooters fucking shoot. I believe either side can transition if you're good enough. But yes, you are correct. CDL has way more talent. In my opinion, obviously, I don't think anybody should be debating that. CDL has way more talent. But boys, is there anything that you guys want to kind of last second thoughts, anything like that, before we conclude?
Fix the fucking game.
Scum solo YOLO does not mean he won a Warzone tournament. Get off of our meat. If I hear that one more time, I'm going to talk about how Shifty beat Methods 30-8 on shipping.
God damn! God, wait, did he actually beat him 30-8?
Crowder uploaded a YouTube video. Go look at YouTube. It's up there, guys. If you guys want to go watch.
30-8?
He said, Crowder, am I playing a cheater? Bro, this guy hacking?
Wait, what? I gotta go watch that shit.
Nah, but listen, the shipments don't mean shit. The solo YOLO doesn't mean shit. I want to hear nothing about no scum solo YOLO 100K. Hey, he took that straight to the. Hey, he took it straight to the bank though. I'm a little envious. I can't lie.
Yo, that man made 100 bones in 25 minutes, brother. 100K, 100 fucking K. We love that shit, man. Hey, JGOD, anything before we go?
I think we're good. Hopefully, we get some more messages from Raven and updates and all that shit tonight.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And Joe, talk to me, puppy.
Hey, listen. Hey, side note on the topic too. I'm excited to actually play some ranked. Like obviously with Warzone ranked not being here, for anybody that plays Warzone, try out some freaking multiplayer rank. It's fun. It's competitive. Try it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for that.
It's actually how me and Joe became friends last year too.
Yeah.
And
shit.
I know this is going to come out of nowhere because I know COD people don't play other games, but there are in fact other games besides Call of Duty.
Fuck other games. We're Call of Duty ride or die, baby. Oh man. All right, chat. Everybody in here, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Pullze Check podcast. Today was a great one, man. Again, don't take it too serious, bro. This is just all fun and just for content and to speculate, man. So guys, we're back hopefully this week, if not for sure next week with another podcast. Let's pray and hope that they fix nukes and we can kind of talk about everything once everything's actually out. We can have a podcast on everything, all the actual updates, and tell you exactly how we feel about it. Because today we didn't even get to test anything out, bro. So guys, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Everybody in here, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll catch you later, baby. Peace, peace, peace.